There we go. Now we're now that part's taken care of. Give him the chair. Looking at this, yeah, trying not to. We are in the arena. Oh boy. Oh, this could be fun. Yes, I've been looking forward to this, and hope everybody.
So I'll just let everyone know that I'm sick. So if I'm a moment or two and I'm muted, it's probably because I'm coughing and I'm trying not to blast Oz's audio out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you just, like I said, abuse your mute, and I know I will be. What the heck, Seb? What is this?
You gotta hit mute before you cough if you don't want to infect people over the internet.
Oh, the booth. Okay,
What?
I was like,
Yeah.
Seb, what is this
Yeah.
400 character link that you've shared?
It's
the
just a
booth, yeah.
standard Amazon link.
Yeah, I see it. The soundproof private room. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I probably need to get one of those little soundproof helmets for myself. Here, just
Yeah.
pop it on. There's like people here. There's just me with like a big black box on my head talking.
You guys are probably way too young for this, but Cone of Silence, does that mean anything to
Yes.
anyone?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Way too young.
Okay.
What? How old do you think we all
And the
are?
Cone of Silence.
I was gonna say, I think Alex. I think
Peter, I'm
you're
pretty
about the
sure
same
we're
age as
all
me and
older.
Oz.
I thought Alex is probably the youngest. But-
Okay. I thought you guys were all around Alex's age, so I
No.
wasn't sure. So-
No. I think Greg's the oldest, though.
Oh,
I think Greg is. Yes.
oh,
Yes.
oh, you wound me.
Yeah, I think you're going to be adding a 4 on the beginning of that next year, aren't you?
No,
Oh, no.
I had a 4 in June.
Oh, you had a 4 this year.
One of us. One of us.
I'm still
Yeah,
a
no.
little ways from the four.
I
How
got it.
soon?
I got a little ways, so yeah, Seb and I are the same age. We got a little ways till the 4. A couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. We have
I'm-
24 months. We have 24 months to prepare for the 4-0.
I'm already well into the fours.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then, never mind.
I turned 40. I turned 43 this year.
Okay, never mind.
Turns out
Peter's the
five
oldest.
every 10 years.
I mean, we can all probably agree that we're nicely middle-aged. How about that?
We're not. No.
I like
Yourself.
that nicely middle-aged.
See, I made
Like
the
a
exact
better
same
part.
assumption.
Middle-aged.
Peter, I made the
Better part.
exact same assumption that I thought you were roughly Alex's age. So
I appreciate
you
my anti-inflammatory pills and my back pills and my knee pills.
Oh, dude,
They
me
are
too.
very
Which one's your favorite?
Kirkland.
yes,
Ooh,
thank
yes.
you.
It's so much, and you save so much.
I
You
buy them in a
save so much
2-liter
money when you
tub.
go to
Okay.
Costco.
You don't understand. I get 2 of them for $14, and I mean I use them.
I just have like 2 giant 1-liter jars in the back of the car of 2 big jars of ibuprofen.
That and like probiotics and omega-3.
Pierogies.
Nice.
Pierogies.
I still remember it was like a week after I turned 30. I friggin' woke up and I couldn't get out of bed because like I had slept wrong and my neck was all fucked. I had to call my buddy upstairs and be like, "Yo, I need you to bring me down a glass of water and some muscle relaxants because I can't get out of bed."
A couple years ago.
Last everyone's years off.
A couple years ago, I was going for a walk. This was right around the middle of the pandemic. So I have my earbuds in, and I'm going down Highway 2. And as I'm walking, I'm hearing this click, 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 click. I'm like, God, are my headphones going already? Turn my music off. Take a couple steps. Click, click, click. What's that? Click. Oh, that's my knee. Oh, okay.
No more
Okay.
walking for me.
Holy. Yeah.
So I made some homemade pickles last week.
Oh,
and I just finished the first jar.
Oh, fantastic.
And the leftover picker juice makes the best Caesars.
Oh, it would.
Yo, have you? So one of my mom's friends did this. She grew. It was sweet and sour pickles, and then she had also grew habaneros and put them in the jars of the sweet and sour pickles, and just let them sit there for a while, and the pickles became like nice and spicy, and
Oh,
those
yes.
I would think would do like so well in a Caesar.
I think so.
I'm not even bothering with the alcohol in the Caesar. It's just
Yeah, just
pickle
like a
juice,
nice cold,
Worcestershire, and Clamato.
like a nice pickly gazpacho or something.
Well, I see.
Oh, I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah, I see a Titanus and a Styracosaurus. I'm not
still
looking forward to
trying.
either of them. So,
I think I
Spencer's
gotta
quite
make
not.
a whole
not quite
new
in yet.
D&D account,
What?
D&D Beyond account. I don't know. I can't get it. I can't remember my password for my Apple sign-in, so I have to make a whole new
Oh.
account for D&D
And it
You
Beyond.
won't.
you can't just get your
What,
password
reset it? No, I tried, and it's like this will take several days to get a response
What?
back on it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same. I had the same issue with my Hotmail. Because I've reset my password so many times because I've had it since like 2006. It's like a
Right.
month. Like when you go to do it, the system tells you it will be about a month to get to reset this password.
Oh, jeez.
Let me see if I can do something here. I might have a trick up my sleeve.
Do, do, do.
I might be able to send you a PDF of your character sheet. That at least
That
gives
would
you
be
the
sweet.
information.
I would need the one for like Bob or not Bob, Bill. Ugh, I get his name already.
Jim. His name is Jim.
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 Bob is just so.
It's
stuck in
okay.
my
I
head.
mentioned I talk about Jim quite a bit in my recap, so there's no no excuses.
Nice.
Here, Spencer, this might help you. So I can view your user profile, and you've got some crazy ass freaking username.
Do I?
Yeah,
Oh, it's probably a bunch of numbers or something. Numbers,
Here it
and
is.
random letters. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what that is.
Okay, I've got.
I've seen it there, but I didn't know.
Oh,
I don't think
that
I
looks
made
like
it.
the password to my luggage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's
So
amazing.
you're supposed to put your email goes in the email thing, not your password.
So wait, what do I click on? I don't get it.
What do you mean?
The username, I put that.
If you put that in and you say forgot password, it might let you just immediately reset your password.
Okay.
Yeah, it should send you an email. But if you're using Apple, then I'm not sure. Yeah, my monitor is freaking out. Nope, it's only doing it in OBS.
Oh, weird.
If I close OBS. But if I go to...
What do we sign in with Wizards?
It is not reflected on
Yeah.
the stream, so it's just my screen that's doing it. It's weird.
If you have a Wizards account, you can use that.
I always used Apple,
Okay.
but like, where would I put that username in? Because with Apple, it's phone number or email. It's not a username.
Well, do you know your Apple password?
No.
That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the one you can't get reset.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you.
Here we go. Export to PDF. Okay. Click download.
I'm not doing that. We'll
Ooh,
wait. I'm not
30s.
doing this without Calva. So
Mhm.
Folder.
I mean, like, I'm in Roll20.
Discord.
I remembered that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just the D&D Beyond for your rolls. Guess you'll just
Yeah.
have to get some actual IRL dice.
I actually do know where they are. I don't have my character sheet though.
Hang on.
Here,
I
I'll
just
go
bought a
find
cool-
my actual
Sure.
dice.
I just bought
I'll
a
be
cool
right
set of
back.
dice. There's a CanadaDice.ca has a Lord of the Rings
Ooh.
dice set. It's got the ring inside the dice.
Oh,
That
Nice.
PDF there, Spencer, is your character sheet.
Arby's had dice, and I really wanted them.
Arby's
Arby's
dice.
had dice?
Arby's the seventh place.
Well, no, Arby's dice. They're made of metal. They have gold trim on them, and they are like blood red on the inside. They look
Alright.
so cool.
That
I
sounds
got
really
actual
interesting.
dice.
You said CanadaDice.ca?
Yeah.
That is not.
I think it's
You
.ca.
can also roll directly in Roll20 Spencer.
Oh, that's true too.
But yeah, your character sheet is that PDF I just uploaded to Discord.
Oh, thank you very much.
Doesn't like the .com either. Weird. All right.
There's a link.
I see one for Temu.
Canadian dice, not Canada dice.
Oh, Canadian dice. So that would make a difference.
We got it. Nice.
All right, sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So is the Arby's logo the crit?
Sure.
Or the Nat 1.
Get ready for the double
Right.
beef.
I have the meat.
God.
I will-
Wow. Wow, they actually made that dice?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll turn on my camp ambience.
That's incredible dedication on a corporate level.
I'm gonna grab some of my physical dice for when I need to do secret rolls.
Secret rolls
Secret rolls. Secret rolls.
in the arena.
I like
on the tabletop.
I like how you do a hidden roll on R20. It does tell you guys that I rolled the dice, but you have no idea what I rolled.
I love that. I think that's even better. It's like the DM rolled the dice. Wait, what is it? What is it? You don't need to know.
Nobody knows these things.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. This is why I, and even if I roll physical dice, I try and do it at least near my mic so you guys hear the sound of dice rolls. I feel like that's a very important part of in-person D&D is
Oh, yeah.
rolling dice from behind the screen
Yes.
without explaining.
Sometimes
what
you
you're rolling for.
sometimes just do it anyway. It's sometimes it's fun to just do it anyway and then never use it.
There's no such thing as a meaningless roll. Every roll has meaning.
This is true. Sometimes it's just to intimidate the party.
Yes. Like, as far as you guys know, you're still in stealth.
So Oz, you said you have a script for your recap today, eh?
I do.
Ooh,
I
I'm
do.
excited.
I gotta up my game, so I've been scripting this stuff. So all right. You ready?
Making
I
me
got-
look like a lazy
I
DM
got
because
some
all the-
camp ambience. All right. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, I lob up with this mob of dickheads through a right tropical shindig called Port Nyanzaru. I tell them we better get on the pill with a fair dinkum map of this cluster before we lose a day or two tossing about the place, like a pommy in Saigon. So, looking on, I see 4 hilltops sticking out like pimples on a digger's dial, each with some fancy-ass building squatting on top. Fair go, right? On up the first hill, there's this temple all full of Zen bullshit. Kael and I rock up to the head honcho, old grandfather Zatembe. Proper decent bloke. Roars out the welcome mat like we're cobbers from way back. I'm having a chin wag with him, trying to get the fix on this cluster, when I cop a squeeze at Thistle and Crom. Fuck me sideways, they're staring at the ceiling like it's gonna sprout wings and bugger off. Bloody oh, mate, I've seen greener recruits with more noose after a night on the fucking piss. And get this, while those two gallas go starting to blue with the bloody ceiling, Calva decides it's a grand time to have a kip in his own head. He's standing there, eyes blank as a shot-up ration tin. Turns out, Jim's buzzing back to Calva's noggin, gobbing on about some other place. One that's all tarted up for fancy, poncy toffee-nosed wankers who reckon their shit don't stink. God's fucking gift to gold-plated everything. But Calva, fuck me, he's zoned out like he's on a Saigon bender. That gremlin could have told him the place was shit and diamonds, and he'd still be picking fucking daisies in La La Land. I tell you, that cunt's got something loose garbled right out his ticker. Bugger that. Anyhow, Second Hill's got a queue of locals longer than a sapper's swear jar, all waiting to see the merchant princes. So Thistle lobs up to the guards and starts gobbing away. No chit, no dice, they say. And these bastards are built like a Bailey bridge, so we scarper on before the ankle biter tries to have a go. The third hill's a coliseum, but I'll get to that shit show in a bit. For now, we're pointed to either the Grand Souk or the Red Bazaar. Now, it's close at Ava, and I'm right dinky-die with a digger's breakfast, but Thistle, his belly's growling like a dingo with a gut full of bad tucker. Bloody-o. Which one you think we fucking go? So, on the way to the bazaar, we're having a go at spruiking ourselves as persuasion for hire. You know, the kind of blokes who can get a job done, no questions asked. When this Sheila stops us and lays it out. Some prick named Taban's been dodging her. She's just wanting a coin back, but we reckon Taban's got more creditors than a sapper's got swear words. Fair go. She's banging on about a gambling district. Crom's eyes light up like he spotted a free bar in Vung Tao. So that's defo a shit fight for another day. Then it fucking hits me like a backfired bushy. I reckon this dive's crawling with cunts like Taban. Debt collecting? Shit, that's a racket we can make a bet on. Right, so it turns out the Red Bazaar is a proper balls up. Colours, smells, noise like a demo range gone feral. Crom and Thistle scoff some dino steaks, chomping away like they've never seen Tucker before. And me? I grabbed my best mate Bongo and put on a bit of a show in the square. The playful little shit's going wild. Prancing about, spitting purple bursts that flare up a right packer. Crowds hooting and fronting coin like a mob of pissheads at 2 up. I'm just chucking cues thinking, fuck me, the shindig keeps going our way, she'll be right-o. Now we front up at the Coliseum. As we rock up, Crom starts getting jittery because strike me fucking pink, Kael's bunked off, gone AWOL, vanished like a furlough pass in a card game. Good thing the bastard noticed, because I defo missed Birdbrain's cutaway. So while Crom stomps off to find him, grumbling like a drill sergeant with a hangover, Thistle sneaks into the cheap seats, right through the queue. Bald as fucking brass, that bloke, I tell ya. Calva and I, reckoning was slick as a grease cup clacker, try for the VIP section. Yeah, nah, they boot us faster than you can say fair fuck of the sav. But Jim, sly little shit, susses out a secret entrance. So there we are, me, Calva, Bongar, and the Imp, creeping through some manky tunnel like we're at a sapper reek out back of Burke. Ah, damn it. like we're on a sapper reeky out back of Burke. We're feeling dead chuffed. Until the bloody door behind us slams shut like a misfired charge. And that's when the penny fucking drops. This tunnel spits us out in the concourse. And wouldn't you know it, we're staring down the barrel of a main battle arena. Crowd roaring like a mob of drunks at a 2-up game. Hits me like a claymore to the nuts. We're not here to watch the show. We're the bloody cunts in it. That it.
Round of applause, boys. I have to reward a performance.
That was good.
So take a bow, Oz, and pick up a D20.
Ooh. Oh, I got a preloaded roll.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you have a DM's inspiration die.
Oh well, thank you very much. I just might need that.
As you so aptly described, you have found yourself in the middle of an arena, a large roaring crowd, as 2 large creatures, which perhaps Oz can remind us what they're called.
One looks like a Titanus, and the other looks like a Styracosaurus. There's a terror bird and a ceratopsin.
That is exactly what you see ahead of you. One the crowd roars as the terror bird bites one of the other humanoids in the arena directly in half, his corpse falling to the ground. The Styracosaurus has just finished trampling over 3 other people. There are a number of other Chaltons around. They do not seem to be very well armed, and they're certainly not well armored. You find yourself as part of the show, and the show must go on.
Well, Caver, I think we're buggered. I ain't going up against anything like that. That's all right. We'll make it through.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick because I still have one more technical problem.
No worries.
That's what I'm seeing when I for some reason, Like I'm logged in, and I can click launch game, and then I just get stuck at this screen.
Oh, it's not loading in? Odd. You tried turning it off and turning it back on again.
I'll try
You tried
logging
doing
in.
that on my end. I'll close the game and relaunch it. See if that helps.
Here. Sorry, guys. I didn't think resetting my whole computer would fuck things up this bad.
Well, that's it. You're just gonna have to drive down here and join me on the I relaunched the game on my end as well.
Oh, what was this? What the? Oh my god.
Thistle, you do also find yourself in the crowd.
Okay. I can see it now.
Okay, sweet.
We're good.
Yeah, Thistle, you have found yourself a seat amongst the crowd. There is quite a commotion down below, quite a scene of violence. Can I get you to give me a, let's call it an insight check, please?
For a second there, that was a 1.
Yep. We're just regular. Yep.
Yeah, so Thistle, the battle in front of you is seems to be quite exciting. Although you are quite a ways up, you do not notice anything out of place or abnormal about the competitors in the arena.
We talked about this. Thistle's gonna bet against us.
So, is it actually 5 feet down from the next square? Like, is there a barrier here, or is it just open and I could like do a 5-foot drop down?
Yeah. So each of the ledges is probably like there's a 5-foot drop to the next stands below you, and then from there it's probably a 10-foot drop into the arena itself.
Okay. Because everyone's so tiny, I want to get closer.
Okay. How much closer would you like to get?
I'm just going to keep moving down till I'm basically like right at the lip.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna have that. That will be the action you'll be taking. That's going to take a little bit of time. Because members of the party are going to be in combat. That's going to take some real life time versus game time.
Yep.
Kael, you were still wandering the market, and Crom, you were still looking for Kael. I believe we ended with a last roll for you to try and find him, and you were unsuccessful. So we'll potentially give you another chance at that in a minute or two.
I believe
But
the wording was vanish like a furlough pass in a card game. I don't know what that means. I had to look a lot of this shit up.
Wow. I know what that means, Oz.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know you could bet your leave. Anyway, so yeah, let's start with Bruce and Calva. You have these dinosaurs in front of you.
Right.
Although, I imagine Oz will correct me and tell me that a terror bird is not a dinosaur technically.
It is technically a dinosaur
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
because it's a bird.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. The Styracosaur is a more conventional dinosaur, but
Fair enough.
terror birds did coexist with people, though. It looks like it's got a horse in its mouth.
In that picture, it does, but
Yeah.
in the game, it has
No,
a
I
person.
know. It was a person who just snapped in half. Luckily, Bruce is undeterred by the frightful sight. I noticed you didn't ask for a roll initiative, so it could go either way, huh?
I suppose that depends on your next actions.
How noisy is it in here? Am I able to have a quick convo with Calva?
There's definitely a roar of the crowd, but you know you're right next to each other, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to talk.
Okay, what's the plan? I figure I'm gonna have to calm these animals down. I can probably handle that. But if things go wrong, what are you thinking? Eldritch Blast?
Old faithful. I can CC one with. I can, if as long as dinosaurs can laugh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Let's see. What do we have? I'm assuming we're fighting. I'm assuming there's no getting out of this a different way.
We're gonna be fighting
We could
something, but
We could try and rally all the other people to fight with us. I'm assuming they're going to, since they're in here with dinosaurs.
sorry, I'm distracted because I'm looking around the room for something right now. So apologies, I'm not. I'm trying to ignore him.
I'm assuming these other guys are going to be on our side. And I could be wrong, but
I would assume so.
which one do you think we should target first?
Well, I'm gonna go and I want to go take a look at that pointy one over there. See if I can calm him down. Maybe we can get him on our side. Boy, Bongo, you want to go and go wrestle a dino? Bongo just yeah, we got Bongo and Jim with us, so that's fine.
Yeah. Very
you
cool.
do have Bongo and Jim.
Good.
I guess I'll move toward the Styracosaur and immediately. I'm see what abilities I have.
I'll kind of like follow behind him, not like close, but like, you know, like 20 feet back maybe.
Remember, there's
30 feet back.
there's an equal possibility that if we team up, quote unquote, team up with the dinosaurs, then we'll have to fight all these people. I'm
Team
holding.
up with the. Oh yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, I'm holding my hunter's mark until lines have been drawn. All right, what's the distance here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, I guess I can. How do you measure? Oh, we got a measurement tool right here.
There's a measure tool. About 45 feet away from the Styracosaurus. 45 feet
Yep.
from the terror bird.
45 feet each. So, can't quite make it there in one go. I think what I'll do is... I guess I can attempt... Do I have to attempt animal handling from within a melee range?
Well, depends on how you're going to try and do
Yeah,
it.
I gotta describe it. Really, I'm sorry, I'm really out of sorts. I was not expecting a booking tonight. They booked like at the beginning of the week. And it's a 2-hour party, so I'm gonna be stressed tonight. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna move myself. I don't need that. Select tool. Alright, I'm just gonna walk right by and loudly proclaim, "It's alright, the professionals are here!" And I'm gonna get probably to about here, I think. That's about 30 feet.
Okay, then go ahead and Bruce and Calva roll initiative.
Alright. Yeah, there's no sense trying to escape. I think you already
Yeah,
cleared the
I
way out.
agree.
Tear him in half on the saw. Give him the teeth.
Work him! Work him!
I just like the idea that that's this Thistle just yelling from the stands. That's not great.
Setting the turn order. Okay, Bruce, you got a 10. Calva, you got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of dice for the others.
Oh, I guess I got to roll for Jim. Forgot about that. Shit, what's Jim's initiative?
You can just have Jim go immediately
Actually-
after you if you want.
Okay. I guess I can pull up his thing.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
No worries. Just
Calva,
still
you
rolling
roll
dice.
initiative.
I did. Got an 18.
All right.
Three of the other people got, of the other things on the map got nat 1s on their initiative.
Great.
One of them got a nat 20.
Oh, that was the
Woo.
dinosaur, right?
Starting up strong. The trend continued, or the streak is unbroken. At least one nat 1 and nat 20 per session.
Yeah.
Okay, so. There it is. Okay, so the humanoid on the other side of the terror bird, he is going to move forward and attempt to stab the terror bird with his spear. Let's see how that works out. Yes. Nope, he does not succeed at stabbing the terror bird. He jabs at it, and unsuccessful, which brings us to Calva. What are you gonna do?
I think well, I'm gonna move in a bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No.
And I want to wait to see what happens with the animal handling.
Okay, can you give me
So-
a perception check first?
Yeah. Perception.
I'm just trying some different.
Perception. -1.
I think I may have fixed it.
Got a 10.
10, yes. You notice the sand under your feet is kind of deep. You sink into it a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
Not like a lot. Not like I'm just talking like part of way up your shoe. Like it's not. It's kind of slightly deeper, loosely packed sand.
I already used all my movement. Alright, I'm just gonna I want to wait and see what happens to the animal handling. So first thing, I'm just gonna try and rally up all the guys with us. Just be like, fight for your lives, idiots! Let's go! And try and give them a boost.
Want to live
Give me
forever?
a performance check.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
10.
This is all the camp ambience
10.
going.
Yeah, you You're unsure if your rousing call has had any effect on the on your newfound compatriots, or who you assume to be your compatriots. Okay, so Bruce, unfortunately, you did not roll very well on your initiative. So even though you apparently are in the list
I did
twice,
I have no interest in trying to make that better anyway.
oh, I think I deleted that. Or, no, I
Looks
didn't.
like that
We're good.
Styraco goes first.
Yes. So let's see. Where is it going to attack? Okay, so he turns his attention to the humanoid over here and starts to move toward him.
Oh yeah, I think Jim also needs an icon.
Well, yeah, I guess we can give Jim an icon. Where do we have one for him before? Probably on the main town map.
Whenever I think of Jim, I think of Jim from The Office.
Bears, beats, Battlestar Galactica. Identity joke theft is not a joke, Jim.
Do you have a picture for me I can use? Or did I? Yeah, I don't think we made a token for him yet.
Oh no.
Think of Jim from The Office.
Might be able to just get a random inf. Use that for now. Well, temporarily he's going to be a goblin token.
That's fine.
Okay.
Jim the Goblin. The one surviving cast member from Goblin Slayer.
So as I move, wait, what's turn is it? Oh my, that's not a, I don't know. Oh, that's Jim. Oh, it's Jim!
And even though
Bongo
Bongo
gets
is not a fairy dragon, he's going to look like a fairy dragon for now. Oh,
Works for now.
think. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, so the remind me the pronunciation of this one again. Aarakocra. So I trip over this one constantly for some reason, even though I tried to practice it all week.
No problem.
Anyway, he moves over to this other human and attempts to gore him with his big old nose horn.
Boy, it's a nasty one, that. I know, I just painted one a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
It's probably the longest nose horn of any ceratopsid. That's a nasty thing to get impaled by.
I imagine.
Just the horn is about 2 feet long.
Yeah, but it looks like he is able to
geez.
barely dodge the attack. He must have a horseshoe in his butt.
I've got some crowd ambience going during all this, and they're like just occasionally cheering, and there's some drums and stuff.
This other human moves forward and attempts to stab the Styracosaurus with his spear. Bruce, give me a perception check.
All right. Perception. Not bad.
13, yeah. So you notice there seems to be something dragging behind that human through the sand.
Uh-oh.
You're not certain of its nature. But he does attempt to stab the Styracosaur. I keep using this character sheet. Forgetting what his plus to hit is. But I'll figure this out eventually. I think that is going to work. Yes, it does. So the Styracosaur seems to wince in pain as the spear jabs into its side. As he takes 8 piercing damage. And now we come to Pierce's turn.
All right. So it is. Wait, did you move me back a bit?
I did not. The guard that was next to you moved forward.
Okay, because I swear it's only like 15 feet away from the Styraco.
The Styraco moved.
Oh, that's
On
right.
its turn.
Okay. Yep. All right, I am. I think I'm gonna throw a blow on my way to this thing. My movement is gonna keep moving toward this, but I'm gonna whip out my blowgun and attempt to hit the terror bird with a poison dart, and then I'm gonna sick bongo on him.
The terror bird?
Yeah, while I continue to move toward the Styraco.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. I guess
it's
I
well
gotta
within
be
my short
control
range, so.
model. Controlled by...
Nope. Damn it.
Yeah, 10 is not going to hit. Your dart flies off in the distance.
I'm still sick and bongo on him.
Okay, what's Bongo's movement?
Gotta remember where that is. I think it's in features and traits.
I'm pretty sure it's probably at least 20 feet.
It is in features and trait. 30 feet. Nope, that's mine. That just describes what my dragon do. Where's my dragon's stats?
So, and I'm going to say the movement you made towards the Styraco was before the start of your turn. So you still have your movement as well.
No, that was from my last turn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you didn't move this turn yet. So
No, not yet. No. I should be able to close the rest of the distance to the Styraco. That was my.
I think if you go to the extras tab, it might give you the stats for
extras. Doy. Yeah. Nope, not in extras.
Nope.
What the hell?
Check it out. Check it out.
I don't know if it's the same for your dragon, but for Jim, like, I had to get the imp monsters stat sheet.
I'm just gonna click on it.
no, there should specifically
Oh, I
be
have to
a
actually
thing.
click on the word
Okay.
companion. Okay, I got it. Damage immunities, dark vision 60 feet, passive perception 12, strength, dexterity. I have every single stat. Armor class. I have every single stat except its fucking movement.
Well, let's just assume it's 30 for now until Still
Small
otherwise.
little guy, or whatever. Small
it's very
creature.
unlikely he would have less than 30.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if he goes 30 feet, then that's probably enough to get up to the terror bird.
Yeah, he only needed 20 to get there.
And then I will move. I will step over this dead guy and do my movement.
Okay.
So my action was to send bongo, I guess. Or my action was to
shoot your blowgun.
To shoot, yeah. And then sending him... What do you want to consider that, giving the command to him, do you want to consider that its own separate move, or is that...
Yeah, Bongo effectively, if he's like Jim, would have his own action and movement.
Okay.
And basically, he just goes right after you. So his turn would always be right after yours.
So, as a bonus action, can I attempt to calm this this horny boy down?
You can try. How would you like to attempt to calm him down?
He just got speared in the side, so I'm just gonna do, you know, a little pat, like on the. I'm just gonna kind of extend my hand and kind of start doing a thing and like trying to calm him down. And to use
Okay,
my
give
Australian
me an
powers.
animal handling check.
Aussie powers activate.
Stop making me roll. I'm done. Bruce is useless. He's the most useless ranger every single session.
That's what the plus
we had this
5.
conversation, Greg,
Man.
we had this conversation about the apparently the D&D Beyond the dice. You can't turn off the animation because it is actually a physics-based dice roll. So the animation, it's actually a 3D object in physics space, and it rolls a physics engine rolls in Beyond 20. Did you know that?
Ooh.
It's not a number generator. It's actually a physics engine.
That's crazy.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
It uses a lot of processing power to roll a dice.
Makes it more fair.
Hmm.
Random number generators most of them aren't truly random. Anyway, the guard that was right next to Calva moves in on the terror bird and is going to attempt to make a attack. But Calva, you're going to give me another perception check.
Good.
And Calva's apparently wearing a blindfold. But, so no worries. You don't notice anything new. There was something for you to notice, clearly, because I made you roll. But you did not notice.
Oh, does Bongo not gonna attack?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Bongo's attack. Yeah,
No, it's
Bongo,
okay.
what's your attack?
It's just gonna be a double claw attack, so he's just gonna try to grab it with his claws.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I gotta click on the stupid dragon again. I want to figure out how to put this in its own window. Never mind, it has bite, so we're gonna roll to bite.
Then roll to bite.
I shouldn't roll dice. I'm gonna roll physical dice. I'm just gonna tell you what I roll.
Bongo gets himself
We'll believe you.
a mouthful of feathers, but doesn't get any meat in his
Poor
teeth.
little guy. Nah, Bongo, you're supposed to rip. Oh, it's fine. I'll hit him with next time.
Okay. So yes, there is next a spear attack attempt, unless Bongo has anything else he can do.
No, he doesn't have any extra movement.
Alas, this guy does not roll much better than Bongo, and he fails to stab the terror bird. But another guy moves in, and this time he has now successfully flanked the terror bird, and is going to attempt to roll with advantage.
As a reaction, so Bongo has, just to let you know, Bongo has an infused strike. He can actually add poison essence to a weapon attack of an ally against something. So
Okay.
if he hits, Bongo can use his reaction. It says, when another creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see hits a target with a weapon attack, the Drake infuses the strike with its essence, causing the target to take an extra 1d6 damage of the type determined.
Okay, so basically he spits poison onto the weapon as it's
Yes.
stabbing. Or he spits poison into the wound
Yes.
at range.
Within 30
actually
feet,
pretty-
yeah.
That's pretty effective, pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So, and anyway, he is successful at stabbing.
Oh, fantastic.
So you've already declared your. I assume you want to take that reaction.
The reaction, yeah. I will roll the damage, the extra poison damage.
Okay. I will roll the piercing damage first.
5 poison damage.
Oh, that's pretty good because he only did 3 piercing damage. So he's going to take a total of 8 damage. The terror bird cries out in pain as this acid hits its wound. Turns his gaze towards the source of the spit. Which is unfortunate timing because guess whose turn it is? The terror bird strikes at
squawk.
Bongo.
Not the guy who stabbed him?
No, the spit that hit the wound immediately after he was stabbed was quite a bit more painful.
That's fair. It
Now,
do
had
be
the
like
other
that.
guy rolled better and the spear stabbed better, then maybe.
Alas, he did
No,
not.
the poison damage was more than twice the spear damage. So.
Bite his head off. Go for the jugular.
So first, it is going to attempt to bite Bongo. Anything special on that? It's just a pretty much normal bite but from a big old beak. Does 17 hit Bongo?
Yep.
Okay, well then Bongo is going to take. Retry one of 2 things, and I'm going to do a dice roll to determine which of those 2 things is going to happen with that. But find the right tab. So roll one of those. So it is a normal bite. Bongo will take 14 piercing damage.
Holy crap.
And then there's more. Next, after biting, he is also going to attack with his claws. And unfortunately, the Terrorbird gets a nat 20.
Oh no.
Unfortunately for Bongo. Fortunately for the Terrorbird. Bongo will take a further... Ooh, another max roll.
He's dead.
It's going to be...
Oh no.
He only has
Yeah,
20
that
HP.
is 20 that is a 24 slashing damage.
He only has 20 HP.
Claw attack. So yes, Bongo is ripped to shreds. By the
Just
Terrorbird.
before he dies, he's got gets turned into a little crystal and reappears on my neck.
Oh, is that what naturally happens? That's not something that needs
Yeah,
to be
he's just he
reactivated?
disappears. No, he's not gone forever.
He poofs out of existence.
I can only summon him once per long rest, so
Anyway, well, luckily that's all the Terrorbird. For now.
and I have already used up my summon.
But
At least he got some poison in there.
where is this? Oh, it's this one back here. Okay, so the guard on the other side of the Styraco is flanked with you, Bruce, so he's going to get advantage on it. And he's definitely going to hit. Which means he takes... Sorry guys, I'm a little slower on this than usual. think I can remember which dice. There's only like 3. Oh, but unfortunately, it's a minimum roll on the spear attack, so it's only going to take 2 piercing damage. What a waste of a 19 roll. But luckily, there's more of them. Which one is this one? Oh, he's up here. Okay, yes. Another human moves in. He is also in a flank position and also has advantage.
Damn it.
And he is also able to stab, and I actually remembered which roll to do next. And so he gets a max. Everything's maximum or minimum right now. So on my
All the minimums are me. You don't need to rub it in.
yeah. So,
Yeah, damn min maxer.
A minner.
there's another 9 piercing damage.
Meanwhile, Thistle's just woo.
And another one moves in and is going to try and do the same thing. These guys are really creative. They just stab with their spears. And even though he has advantage, he rolls 19 twice, so I don't even need to remember his modifier. And he also gets a max roll. Holy crap. These you're getting carried by random NPCs that aren't particularly powerful.
Well, someone's got to have dice that work. 'Cause mine don't.
One more stab.
Alex should just be rolling our dice.
No, it'll turn around. I'll figure this out. I'm convinced it's a combination of the physics engine and my
That is
leg.
good enough. Okay, there's a more average roll. And he takes another 4 piercing damage. Calva, this terror bird in front of you has been stabbed a few times, although you saw it rip poor Bongo to shreds.
Bongo!
Bongo just vaporized into like a puff of purple smoke.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
You can delete him from the map, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
So I did notice that I like sunk a little bit in the sand before.
Yeah, ever so slightly. Like it's just
Okay.
like loose beach sand.
Okay. All right. So I'll send Bob in at the Jim in at the Terror Bird,
Okay.
and I'll use my bonus action to attack with him.
It's right, get your little ankle bite in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and he's going to have advantage on his attack because this thing is flanked on several sides.
All right. So he is going to bite. So he has +5 to hit. $22.
22 is going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so it's 1d4 plus 3. And then there's poison after.
That's some decent damage for level 3.
So 4 damage from the sting. And then the target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking 3d6 poison damage on a failed save or half on a successful.
He's got quite good constitution. You said DC 11?
Yeah,
He meets, which saves.
so he takes half damage.
Okay, what was the damage? Oh, it's showing now.
Damage
so
is
half.
10, so 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the other dinosaur.
A laughing Styracosaur. I'm looking forward to this.
I don't know. So they do have to have
A wisdom stat, yeah.
Intelligence of 4 or less.
4 or less.
If a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So if he has 4 or less, then it's not going to do anything.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll see.
so you go ahead and cast it, but it has no effect.
Damn it. Why does he have to be so dumb?
It's a dinosaur.
I thought they were like, they roamed the earth. They were top predators. They were fucking smart.
It's an 80 million year old rhino.
Damn it.
Instinct does not equal intelligence.
Yeah, wisdom save's probably fine. Intelligence?
Okay, so yeah. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, the good news is he's too dumb to notice that you tried to cast a spell on him. So the bad news is somebody went and patted him on the butt and tried to talk to him and got his attention. So he's going to turn around and try to gore our Aussie friend.
No.
No.
I think
Gore him! Gore him!
Lucky does a 12 hit.
No.
So he narrowly misses you as he turns around, swinging his big pointy horn.
Oh,
Thistle
definitely
is
dodge
literally-
out of the way.
Thistle is literally in the stands trying to make like the arm motion of like a big chomp, trying to get like the chomp to go around the arena, like do that chomp, do that chomp, do that chomp.
And with that, Thistle, can you please give me a perception check? No, you're having a good time watching the
Did-
show.
You said make a perception check. You didn't say you had to pass it. So, but
Nope. I will never tell you how to roll. I will just
I
tell
would-
you what to roll.
But Thistle, because he's so far up, is like, God damn, these seats suck. And he's still, at this point, can I roll initiative to start to move closer because he wants to get in close. Maybe he wants to pet the dinosaur mid-combat.
He snuck his way in.
Okay, so enough time has passed. I'd say you've made your way to the first ledge. Give me an... You know, you can choose between athletics or acrobatics on how you want to get down to the next level. By describing your method of doing so.
So I using my athletics, nimbly attempt to climb, and then go, ooh, floor popcorn, and fall.
Yes, that is exactly what happened. You do not take any damage from the fall. And it's not particularly far. But you do not land very well.
And I'm one layer down.
Yes. So, but you might be a little bit slower getting up and moving any further.
There it is.
So we'll see.
A little bit
We'll
closer to the
basically
arena.
say- Yeah. Now we are going to smash cut away to Kael. And also check in on Crom.
Where the fuck is Kael?
So Kael,
Have you seen the blue jay? Can you?
please describe to me
So,
what it is that
Dora.
you are doing at this time? Wandering the market.
So Kael is wandering the market, looking for shops that might sell supplies for going out into the jungle. So looking for supplies and also looking for any advice and guidance into what to expect in the jungle and how to prepare to travel through it.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Uh,
21.
21. Okay, you do come across a vendor. He seems to have a number of balms and salves and ointments on his stand.
You said a number of bones on his stand?
All balms and salves and ointments.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Gotcha. Okay. Kael will walk up to the merchant. Hello. I'm looking for some information on how to prepare to travel out into the jungle and what supplies you might have to aid in my travels.
Okay, he does start to explain. The jungle is a very dangerous place. It has many great risks and dangers. One of the greatest hazards that you will encounter is the threat of insects and bites. There's some nasty diseases out there spread by these insects. Luckily for you, I have just what you need to prevent those nasty bugs from biting you.
And what might that be?
I've got a wonderful ointment that you can rub on yourself, and it will repel those bugs and prevent bites.
What are the effects of the bites that these creatures have on a person?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuade. Okay. $20.
20, okay. Yes, he's going to tell you more, but I have to look up the information first, so just a moment. Dead air is easy to edit out while not being very exciting for anyone watching the live stream.
Murder him! Wow!
I wonder if Thistle might have a description of what he's seeing and how he's reacting to it.
Well, what Thistle is seeing right now is a bunch of little people. And by little, I mean, from his point of view, be eaten by dinosaurs, and he is rooting right now for the dinosaurs. Because, I mean, like, this is the coolest little fight pit you have ever seen. You got people in there, they're getting chomped all to bits. I mean, like, the carnage. You have the spellcasters trying to do this. You have this other guy who, like, threw this purple thing out. I mean, as far as I could know, because, I mean, like, I'm in the cheap seats. And then it turned into smoke. I mean, like, come on. What's a purple thing going to do against a dinosaur? Come on. Come on. And then on the other side there, you have this little goblin imp thing that is trying to, like, poke. And I mean, all these people are trying to take it with spears. Not going to help. Not going to do a thing. Dinosaurs, way, way better than spears.
Way cooler.
Meanwhile, in the middle of nowhere, Crom's just thinking, "Where's my friend? Why can I not find him? Why he fly off? Where's everybody else? Why are they staying at the Rocket Arena?"
Sorry, missed that. Did Crom find Kael?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
So he's still just running around going, oh!
Exactly.
Day 53. I've put on sack puppets on my hands while I clap and clip on back of my hoofs. Oh, hi, Crom. Have you found Kael yet? No, you insipid little ass. I haven't found him yet. Ah!
Okay, I found what I was looking for.
He's so used to having Thistle on his
chop
back,
him.
he just does the Thistle voice for himself.
Yeah,
Think
I
he's
made
He
that.
can't be without his
Thistle
little
into a
buddy.
sock puppet.
So the shopkeeper explains to you that there's a nasty disease known as shivering sickness that is transmitted by the insects in the jungle. And he sells a gourd of salve for 1 gold piece. This contains enough protection for 20 days against the insects for 1 person, and will prevent them from biting you.
I'm assuming Kael picks none up for the rest of us.
That's excellent. That'll be very helpful. I'm traveling with some companions, so I better pick some up for them as well. Actually, yeah. Okay. So, let's see. 20 days. I will pick up 8.
8. Okay,
Of
that'll be
the-
8 gold pieces.
Is there anything else you have that would be useful in the jungle?
Give me another persuasion check. He explains, my friend, while he is but a humble ointment salesman, he does not know too much about the specifics of the jungle, and recommends that you would probably have more luck getting information out of someone more adventurous.
Do you know where I might find such a person?
He says he doesn't know exactly, but he says there are often people offering their services as guides to the jungle that advertise in the taverns.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Do you have any healing potions or anything to help with wounds?
Let's see. I do have 5 doses of this ointment here. He explains its properties, and it is effectively the equivalent of a healing potion. Available at the same price. As what did we say they were before? 50, I think.
Oh, I was about to say 1 silver piece. Sweet, that's a steal.
No, it was gold pieces for the other item. By the way, that's 8 gold, not 8 silver.
Oh.
But yeah, no,
You said silver. I can't take it back. I already gave him the money.
I very much said gold.
Do I need to replay the recording?
Yes, you do.
play a
I'm
dangerous
currently
game.
scrolling back. And they're 50 gold pieces each. You said?
Yes, the healing potions are.
Okay. I'm laughing thinking of Bruce's bad rolls.
Fuck
Knowing
you,
the
man.
trouble that my companions tend to get into, I better pick up one of those while I'm here as well. So,
By the way,
will
just
also
to check
take-
it, just to check
of
it,
your
I took
healing
out some
ability.
physical dice and I rolled and I got a 3 and a nat 1.
Ooh.
You're cursed.
The dice hate you.
What have you done?
So I'll take one of those as well.
Muffle?
Maybe it's just gravity that doesn't like you. Maybe you should go for a random number generator.
All right, Google, here I come.
When the laws of
And
math and
Crom,
science.
let's do a investigation roll for you.
With my sock puppets, I roll. Oh my god, the sock puppet screwed up my roll.
Oh, that's not a nat one.
That's a negative.
Yeah, you find yourself wandering you're a little confused as to where in the market you are.
Find yourself in the jungle and don't know how you got here.
Horse with no name.
I think he's going to need a few nat ones in order to end up in the jungle itself. That lost from this part of the city.
No.
So that's going to bring us to a quick bio break, and then we'll come back to the arena.
Cool.
All right, then. I will switch to standby. Yeah, we'll come back. Here, let's do a little. Just waiting for I put a couple. So I'm logged in as my alt, my second channel, and I'm in chat trying to get, because there is one person watching. Maybe it's one of you. I don't know. But okay. Thank you. Yeah, boost the numbers, and then you can be sure to let me know if there's any like interruptions or whatever. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I just mean like if the screen goes black or something. As it stands, I just know. So when we smash cut to Kael, there's no need for a map change, I guess, because he was just talking to a vendor. Okay, thanks, Alex. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna do a random roll here. Let's see if I do a +5 d20 roll. Oh, well, that's 5 d20. Oh, I get it. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to figure out how to use the. Oh, I thought that was advantage roller, not advanced. Okay. Okay, so this is a roll in here. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I like using the character sheet because it shows in the log exactly what the roll was. But I do have to wait for the physics engine. Okay, I got some new arena fight ambience. Let's see what this sounds like. Crom. Yeah, anyone not here, raise your hand. Oh, the ambience is good. Okay, I like this ambience. I'm gonna use this. No, you fell into the bleachers below you. Presently absent. All right, I'm moving chat over there so that I can move. I've been playing with the filters, like the threshold filters and stuff on the mic to see if it will cut out background noise. Not for you guys, but for OBS. Discord should have a like a feature where it cuts out anything that's not a human voice, but maybe I have it turned off. I know some of your background noise, like particularly for Spencer, I think. I get none of your background noise. Alex, I don't get any of yours either. Yeah, it cuts out background noise for both of you guys. Well, unless there just is none. That makes sense. I know for a fact that's... Oh. Yeah. I know for... Yes. At a delay? Oh, that's good. Okay. Right. Yeah, I have to watch the little beep 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 beep.
I live with 3 people, 5 cats, and 2 dogs. There's going to be noise.
Meow.
Oh yeah. And I know Spencer's wearing a headset because I can hear it clip out anytime he yells.
Like, do you hear this here?
No, it's like more that? Like I can hear that your microphone is very small because it, like I said, it clips out it. That's what you sound like some of the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. It's just the fact that your microphone is small.
I lift up the mic to like mute it, but
Do you turn your head away from the microphone to breathe too?
do you hear me breathing?
No.
No.
Fuck.
I am using the vape a bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if you heard that.
No, I can't hear any of it. Like I said, I can't hear
was just
anything
trying to
that's
make
not
a
you
Chocolate
talking.
Rain reference.
Okay, cool. If my parents are watching the hockey game, you'll hear them, but there's no hockey game on.
I actually made a comment in the leaders debate last night. I was like, "Hey, we didn't have to adjust our scheduling time for a hockey
Yeah.
game."
Yeah, that was funny.
Now that's Canadian politics. Although I was a little surprised to hear that the reason they didn't have to adjust their schedule was because the Leafs already clinched their position in the playoffs.
Last.
Yeah, Ottawa was playing that night too, and they've already clinched it too. So
Yay,
Montreal
sportsing.
clinched it that night.
Come on,
There's 4
Sab, what are you
Canadian
doing?
teams in the playoffs.
Well, even if we are waiting on
Sorry,
Crom,
I was
course.
predisposed.
Understandable.
Okay.
I am still listening,
Yeah,
and I will
before-
come over if I need conversation or if I need to contribute.
That's fair,
But
I don't
I'm just
think-
in the midst of something, but I'll be right back.
Okay. sounds
Yeah,
good.
you're not part of the scene anyway. I don't think
We
so.
are back to the arena now. So I believe the last thing that happened was Bruce, you narrowly missed getting gored.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guard next to you.
There's a guy right
is
next to
going
me. Yeah, this is the one that the Styraco kind of dragged behind him, right?
No, it didn't drag behind him, but I think he failed to hit last time. But he's going to see if he has any better luck this time. And he does hit. And he hits for 7 piercing damage. Okay, the Styraco is slightly more wounded than he was before. And Bruce, you're up next. He took a swing at you with his big ol' horny face. What are you going to do about that?
I'm gonna look for something to just anything around the arena. Actually, I'm gonna pick up something off one of these dead guys. I need an offhand weapon.
Okay, they are holding spears. You could pick up a spear.
All right, so I pick up a spear that a guy's got down and kind of snap the head off and hold it in my offhand. And I'm gonna make a two-hand attack, a dagger. Wait, pull up my knife, and try to get up under the Styraco's neck.
So sorry, you pick up the spear and you break the tip off of it. You said.
Yeah, I'm just I'm proficient with improvised weaponry, so I'm just looking around anything I can use as an offhand weapon.
Yeah. So, but you said specifically that you broke the tip off of it.
I did say that.
Okay, just making sure. When you broke the tip, you noticed that it was a lot more fragile than you expected.
Yeah.
And yeah, but picking it up and breaking the tip, that's going to be your action. So you're not going to be able to also make an attack.
Okay.
Unless you have
Then-
a bonus action that can act as an attack.
I do not, but if I could use a bonus action to attempt animal handling again.
Describe how you're going to try and do that.
So after this thing tried to gore me, I dodged out of the way. I'm like, oi, hold on there, mate. I got off on the wrong foot. And I'm going to attempt to, go right in and it's like put my hand on its shoulder or whatever big flat part of its body is closest to me and sort of lean against it and try to connect with it a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of treat it like a dragon.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Seeing if I can calm it down. I'm just trying to calm it down. Nat 20.
Hey.
Nat 20. Okay. You notice the creature's breathing start to slow slightly.
Fantastic.
Okay. That is going to bring us to another guy trying to stab the terror bird. Who is going to try and stab the terror bird?
He's got quite a crowd around him.
And he is successful. And he does stab it for 8 piercing damage. However, Calva, you notice that as he stabs the creature, the spear breaks.
So I looked around for a broken spearhead. There wasn't one. All right.
Yeah, the one you found was not broken, but you did manage to break it easily.
It breaks easily. Yeah.
Yes.
It's some bodgy weapons they're giving them.
The next guard also manages to stab and do some decent damage. The terror bird appears to be badly wounded, but yet another guard is holding a broken spear. Now, the terror bird, not too pleased with the latest stabbing, is going to attempt to bite that guy. I don't think that's going to cut it. I'll actually double check. Let's see. It is a 14, which is not good enough to bite. But he is going to attempt to claw attack as well against the same person.
Oh, yeah. There's 3-inch talons on the bottom of those feet. That's what I mentioned. This bird is 7 feet tall.
Yeah, like can you imagine like a 7-foot tall rooster trying like slashing at you with its fucking claws?
Oh, we got bigger ones than us.
Kiwis.
Oh, I've seen a cassowary. You can rip your head clean off.
Yeah, basically a bigger, meaner cassowary.
Yeah, it's just a bigger, meaner cassowary. Did you know that cassowaries will actually chase you down for like, I think it's like 30 miles? 30 kilometers?
Yeah, I think it's the same track record a polar bear has, actually.
Yeah, it's like one of a very short list of animals that actively hunts humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think aren't they like the only one that will like actively hunt them as like a non-desperate form of food?
Yeah, it's the only bird that does.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, so this guy is pretty darn lucky because the terror bird slightly stumbles when he attempts to claw at him.
Oh, he's looking bloody. He's going down, mate. Finish her off, Jimbo.
Okay, the one on the other side of the Styraco is going to have his turn to stab the Styraco.
You just calm him down.
But unfortunately, he misses.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. Oh, he's a nice bloke once you get to know him.
Okay, there is another guy going to try and stab the terror bird. Oh, and he's definitely going to hit for 4 piercing damage. But he's going to make a dexterity save, which succeeds for some. And I'm just going to tell you about that that a roll for dexterity happened, but nothing resulted. And yet another guard is going to fail to stab the terror bird. But he
Haha, I
also
have transferred
failed
my dice luck to you.
dexterity save, and mysteriously, that guy is on his face. He has fallen.
In trying to stab it, just right in the sand.
Indeed. And we are back at the top of the turn, where another stab is successful
Why is Calva not going in this turn order?
because he's next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of the guards got in that 20.
There's just a lot of guys at the bottom of the turn order
That's fair.
and one guy at the top of the turn order. 3 of them had ones on their initiative.
I paid for blood. Give me blood.
Well, the bird is bleeding quite a bit. As he takes
Human blood. Give me human blood.
Okay.
I don't think you paid for anything.
Bruce is going to have a realization in a moment.
But his
I hope I
spear
make it to my
also
turn.
breaks, and he strangely also ends up on his face.
Stop with the nat ones, cheapers. I'm sorry, it's my luck.
Other than that one, he hit, he did damage, and yet he ended up on his face anyway. What could have caused that, I wonder?
Interesting.
But
Spencer,
indeed.
at the beginning of your turn, give me a insight check. No, but give me a perception check first.
Damn it. Perception is not my thing.
Yeah, but there's something going on. You need to look around.
5. Okay. Yeah, no, you noticed that two of the humans on the other end of the terror bird fell down after they tried attacking. But you don't have any clue. It doesn't seem any suspicious at all.
Okay.
Now we are back to a slightly more calm Styraco, who is going to make a wisdom save.
Oh, yes.
And he
Please love me.
succeeds in that wisdom save. And he is going to attack.
Was that my turn?
Oh,
The thing?
Sorry.
Again,
Did
we skipped Calva.
I skipped Calvin somehow. Sorry.
I don't
ahead,
see him on the
Calvin.
turn order list here. I don't.
You
I don't
didn't
know
notice
if
that. I hit the button prematurely. I got excited to
Okay.
do the Styraco.
the Styraco move.
Calvin, take your turn. I meant for you to do a roll for possible information that you might be able to use on your turn, but you didn't find it. So take your turn
Okay.
without that information that you don't have.
Alright. I'll use my bonus action to get Jim to attack the big one in front of him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, lock him up, Jimbo.
Plus 24.
Okay, 24.
Jim's rolling good.
Roll damage.
And I think it was a D4 plus 3. 6 damage.
6 damage, okay.
Then the poison damage.
Well, we're just a right lot of toxic blokes, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and he needs to do a constitution save.
I think con, yeah, sorry. DC 11. Con.
It's getting close. What's his plus to con? Oh, he just barely makes it again.
Alright, so
It's half
6
damage?
poison damage then.
Okay, the terror bird falls to the ground.
Nice.
However, Calva, give me a dexterity save for both yourself and for Jim.
Okay.
2 deck saves.
So that one's for me. And Jim. It's +3 on his dex. Seven for Jim, 19 for me.
Okay, Jim is going to take 9 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And you are going to take half of that, rounded down to 4.
Okay, I think Jim is resistant against piercing. Let me double check.
Okay, if
Damage
he is, then he'll
resistances.
take half.
He is resistant.
Okay.
So 9. So is that 5 or 4?
4.
4. And then I take 4, I guess, too. Okay.
So yeah, you take piercing damage as you are struck by a number of small arrows that seem to be coming at a slightly upward trajectory from
Fuckers.
unknown directions.
Okay. For my action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Bruce.
Sanctuary.
And if I remember right, that costed me a bit of money last time because it was a silver mirror.
It sounds something slightly accurate. Let's see here. I don't my character, so I want to
Right.
Or can you link that spell?
You can look it up.
So let's see. When he's done, it's the Styraco, then one of the guys, and then me, right?
That sounds about right.
Okay. Depending on what happens in the next few turns can determine what I do. But I've got a plan to turn this show around and, well, make it more of a show.
Okay, duration 1 minute. When bonus action, ward
You got
creature controls any creature targets the warded creature. Scene.
Thank you, Solar.
Sanctuary is cast on Bruce. Calva, you also notice that the other humans that were attacking the terror bird that is now on the ground, they all seem to be badly wounded with arrow wounds. Thistle, give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Thistle, what do
We're not
your
doing good on
tiny
those
eyes
tonight.
see? Hey!
I actually see stuff.
Thistle,
You're
you
open.
notice, although it's very subtle, you notice a number of the combatants seem to have been hit by small arrows and been wounded, but you can't quite tell exactly where those arrows came from.
I
I'm really
assume
glad.
There's people around me, right?
Yeah, there's a large crowd. You were able to get to your feet, but you saw that shortly after the terror bird fell, these combatants were hit by arrows, but the majority of people don't seem to have noticed.
I'll
Seem to
actually,
just be caught up in the excitement of the dead terror bird.
I'll actually like bump into one and be like, what was that? Is this like a show of contest or a show of strength, or is this all for sport? Like, what happened there?
The person just says it's a show. They just explain in their excitement that a bloody battle is just a great thing to witness.
So, out of character, is this basically like WWE? It's totally rigged.
You're not entirely certain, although it's there is a lot of very real-looking blood.
Okay.
It's clearly
not
very
as
entertaining.
Thistle will actually, if he can, be because he's really curious about all of this. Again, social conventions are bullshit. Can he make a athletics check to see if he can just jump from where he is? That'd be 5, 10, 25 feet, 30, 35 feet down, right to the pit from where he is.
Give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
The crowd's gonna go nuts. Okay.
You can have the 14 or the 14.
The 14 or the 14? Okay, so you land not quite on your feet, but you're able to break your fall ever so slightly. And it is decently soft sand. However, you will take some damage from the fall.
Okay.
Find the right bloody button. Yeah, you will take 9 bludgeoning damage from the fall. But you find yourself on the sandy floor of the arena. And go ahead and roll for initiative. Thistle. You are now.
Welcome to the shit show, mate.
The shit.
11. Do I actually now see Bruce and Calvin and be like, oh.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not quite yet. But I have a feeling you will have an opportunity to figure it out.
I really hope I don't fuck this up.
Okay, so now the Styraco is going to take its turn. And he is going to turn away from Bruce and instead attack the guard on the other side of him.
Alright.
With his big old horn. You know, as one does. It's plus to hit. It's pretty darn good. But the other guy's armor class is ever so slightly better. And he narrowly misses being gored. This brings us to Thistle. Give me a perception check. $20. Yes, you do notice. Bruce and Calva are mixed up in this fight.
So you see Thistle's face go from, yeah, this is so cool. I'm right in the, oh shit, balls. shit. Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Would he
Well,
think it's on purpose because we were talking about it before coming here?
he's in, for a moment he's like upset, like, oh no.
He's just feeling left out?
Yeah, he feels more like he should have listened and he didn't again. And Bruce is going to scold him again. and now he's working in his head. Maybe if he can say that maybe they got lost and he found them. But I would like to use my full action to dash up to as close as I can.
Okay, you have 45 feet to get to the Styraco, or 55 feet to get next to Bruce.
I will move up right next to the Styraco. And I will... Oh, this is going to be fun. Bonus action Rage.
Okay, you are raging.
So let me roll my d8.
Oh, yes. There's a thing that happens when you rage.
So
better not kill
you
my.
see-
Better not kill my rhino,
Do you have
mate.
the table, or do I need to look it up?
Nope, no, I got it.
Okay.
So you see Thistle for the first time, like, he runs up and, he hunkers down. Like, you've seen him go into a rage before, but this time, 4. You see... Oh no. Okay. You see the green lock of hair, because the top of his head has all these different colors.
Oh, right.
You see the green lock glow with this immense light, wrap his weapon, grow out, wrap his weapon in like tendrils of hair and green energy. And now his weapon is literally glowing this pure fell green color, and it's humming with this weird energy.
Super Saiyan has entered the fight.
And he's getting ready to fuck shit up.
A lock of Thistle's hair just enchanted his weapon.
Can you send me the table you're using
Sure.
in a direct message in Discord?
Sure.
Wild magic barbarian. Shit's gonna get crazy up in here, boys. It's funny. Well, no one's talking. It's just the
giving-
crowd ambience is like a crowd chanting. Gas, 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 gas. Like,
Ignore all the tildes. That's my push to talk.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I had. Okay, cool. Yeah. So go ahead and make your. I assume you're going to make an attack.
I can't because I use my action to dash.
Oh yeah. Okay. Forgot about that. Okay. So yeah, your action to dash. You closed in. You made your weapon glow, and that brings us to Bruce. Thistle seems to have appeared out of nowhere, Bruce, and is on the other side
wow,
of
what the
Sarah.
fuck, mate? How you get? What are you doing down here?
Oh. Why'd you guys get lost?
Well,
I
I'm
found
about to. Never mind. It's not my turn. I can't talk to you.
No, it is your turn now.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm about to. So I've looked. I kind of like looked up, and as I looked at Thistle, and acknowledged his existence, it suddenly dawns on me that I'm in an arena and there's this cheering crowd. Like I've blacked it out till this point, and then I get a little bit of a twinkle in my eye, and I decide to mess with the crowd, put on a bit of a show. So I am going to attempt to mount the Styracosaur and attack one of the guys from its back. Whether that is throwing, I'm see if the thistle, the thistle. Sorry, the spear. What this fragment? That's the word, not thistle. Fragment. The spear fragment in my hand. I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay, so
So a couple
let's
things. I'm going to attempt to
start
mount
with-
the Styracosaur and throw the spearhead at the guy who is currently right to my left.
So I'm going to say the attempt to mount the Styracosaur is an action.
Okay.
So it's not just movement. So yeah, for starters, give me.
I was hoping to be a
an
bonus
athletics
action, but
check.
if it's a full action, that's totally fine.
Yeah, give me an athletics check first to see if you can get on the creature's back.
It's not a huge animal, but that should be good. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, you did get a 20. So you are on the creature's back, and now also give me an animal handling check.
To see if
See
it
if
bucks
you can
me
actually
off.
This creature
Nope,
does not.
that
have
one
a
did not
talent.
work. Right, we're riding Bronchi, boys!
So you manage to get on the creature's back, but you're not able to get a good grip, and you kind of slide off the side. You are now prone on the other side of the creature, next to Thistle.
Oh. Okay.
Hopping on this thing's back was not going to be easy. Well, hopping on it and staying on it was not going to be
Yeah,
easy.
I got on his back, no problem. He didn't like it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot to grab onto.
There are 6 horns on his frill that I could grab. That's fair.
Yeah, but that's on the frill. Like you get on the grip on the back, and then you got to kind of like stabilize yourself, maybe. And then
Yeah,
maybe
no,
if
no,
you're
no.
lucky. Also,
It is
the
only
frill
6
tends to
seconds.
move around a little more than the the back of it does.
Just a wee bit.
And
I
even
turn to
if you
Thistle,
did
I'm
get
like, well, it was worth a try.
Yep.
Hopefully the crowd liked
I
it.
don't- It would take an awful lot of strength to be able to overpower its horns.
Full-size Styracosaurus,
Yeah.
yes.
So you do still have a bonus action available, and I'd say you probably you would have to use half your movement to.
It is about the size of a rhinoceros, so...
So yeah, you didn't. So because it was an action, you didn't actually, and you were already in melee range of it. I'm gonna say that you didn't use any movement in doing that, but you, so you used your action, and you're prone, so you could stand up if you used half your.
Yeah, I'll just stand up.
And if you have any bonus actions, you can do that.
I'll use my bonus action to talk to Thistle. That's it.
Cool. What do you want to say to Thistle?
I did. I said,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah. A very minimal amount of talking, like, really doesn't need to require an actual bonus action. Like, unless you're having a full-on, like...
I know, Pete. I know I need a mount, but it's not going to be a Styraco. I'm just going to use it for this particular... for this battle. I was going to mount the thing, and then I was going to try to guide it to gore one of the guys, and then just end up just riding a dino around the arena. And then when we finally won. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try again.
Suddenly, one of the guards, one of the humans that was fighting the terror bird, disappears under the sand.
Wilhelm scream.
Calva, you're the only one that's able to notice this.
I need to insert a
Okay.
Wilhelm scream in post.
Oh, but also, this guy down here, who I accidentally skipped, he's going to take a stab at the Styraco. And he is able to hit it for 9 piercing damage. But his spear breaks as well. The terror bird is not moving. And 3 more. The other, you notice one by one, Spencer, that the guys around the terror bird all disappear suddenly under the sand.
The terror bird's dead, right? Or was it just
certainly
knocked down?
appears to be. It is down and it appears to be dead.
Okay.
Okay, the guard next to Thistle is going to take. I keep calling them guards. That's just their class. They don't appear to be guards, but it's the word written under their picture, so that's the word I keep saying. So, anyway, he is not able to stab the Styraco, which brings us back to Calva's turn.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
No, but Calva, give me a perception check first. Okay, yeah, you do not notice. You feel a tug on your left leg. Give me a strength check.
I knew we had to get off the ground.
Is that like a saving throw or just a check?
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Strength save.
Resist, mate.
Well,
you fall prone as your leg is pulled out from under you, but you're not moved at all. You feel like you are being dragged to the north. You look over your shoulder and you see a small hatch has popped up slightly from under the sand, and a rope seems to have lassoed itself around your foot and is trying to pull you into it.
I'm gonna take. It's my turn, right?
Yes.
All right. I will take my pick, and I'm gonna jam it into the sand to try and prevent myself from being pulled.
Okay. Give me a. Just making an attack roll with your pick.
Attack roll. Okay.
You're basically attacking the ground.
Just damage or hit, or like to hit too?
A hit.
Okay. $13 to hit.
Yeah, you do manage to bury your pick into the sand. It seems to grip something hard.
Okay. And for my bonus action, Jim's gonna go invisible and fly into the hatch.
Okay. He's able to do that.
Does he see anyone down there? I guess.
So Jim, you won't. I don't think you'll be able to see through his eyes yet.
No, but like I
have
can
to
still
channel.
communicate through him. Like I can still
So anyway.
mentally talk to him at all times.
Yeah, so Jim's able to fly down, finds it's a small trapdoor area hidden under the sand, and there's a couple of humans with a rope, trying to drag you into what seems to be some sort of lower chamber underneath the arena.
All right, I'm gonna get him to attack one of them.
Okay, roll to hit. Does that make him visible when he makes an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he get advantage if he's invisible?
In this case, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Oh, not one.
Not one.
Come on, Spencer.
He makes a. As he's flying in, he tries to bite at one of their necks, but he misses and kind of falls to the ground.
Okay.
With just a little bit too much momentum. So he's prone, but because he didn't actually hit with his attack, he's still invisible.
What?
Actually, you know what? No, it's in that one. In that one, he's prone and he
Yeah.
becomes visible.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he's still pretty tiny, and he's behind the guys, and they're pretty focused. So maybe they don't notice it.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay,
That's it
that
for
brings
me.
us back to the Styraco, I do believe. Let's see. He was none too pleased with Bruce attempting to jump on his back. So that's got his attention. He is no longer calm. Well, he's no longer as calm as he was. So he is going to make an attack against Bruce.
No.
Actually, Bruce, you stood up, correct? You weren't.
Yes, I
you weren't, prone? Okay. Yeah. So he makes an attack with his horn.
Gotta dodge that.
Probably going to hit. I think that's a 19.
That hits.
I think he still has Sanctuary on him, too.
I do.
If that,
Unless your concentration's been broken.
It was to the end of the next turn, correct?
I thought it lasted a minute. Unless Bruce
Duration, 1
attacks
minute.
something.
Yeah, okay. Until the spell ends. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, so yeah, so he did attempt to make an attack, so he's going to make a wisdom save first.
And then redirect his attack. To
What's
the
the
tiny little
DC?
chew toy that just walked onto the arena.
I'm in danger.
What's the wisdom save on the DC?
Let's see. On a failed. A
I think it should
wisdom
just be your
saving
regular
throw.
spell DC.
It's till the spell ends, any creature attacks a already creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that should be against your spell save DC.
Okay, what is that? Where do I see that?
That is save DC is 13. It's at the top of your spells tab on your
Yeah,
the actions
I
box
see
is.
it.
So yeah, so 13. So yeah, he does fail his wisdom save. So instead, he is going to try to attack. Let's see, 3, 4, and he's going to attack this guy here. And I'm just going to apply the 19 that he already rolled.
Looks like your rage isn't continuing there, Thistle.
No. So long as someone tries to either attack me or I attack, take damage the next turn.
That's true.
It's fine.
Yeah. Just because he didn't attack or take damage on that turn, like it's the next turn that applies. So as long as he attacks this next turn, he'll still be raging. Or if he gets hit by something. But first, the other guy has to get hit with a big old horn. Which does quite a bit of damage. Yes, he simply impales him with his horn, lifting him up off the ground. There is a human dangling, with a attached to the face of this Aarakocra, completely impaled on his horn. But this horn still reaches a couple feet out of that body. Like, it is not obstructing.
Yeah, it's a 26-inch horn.
Yeah, so it goes right through the body and then some.
Oh, he just got a nice new hood ornament.
Exactly. The guard briefly cries out in pain, but gurgles are muffled and turn to silence quite quickly.
Thistle.
Thistle, the Aarakocra definitely just one-shotted this guy right next to you, but you don't know him.
So
What do
I
you
look
wanna do with all that rage inside your cage.
at I look at Bruce and go, so we kill these, right?
The guys, yeah.
The dinosaurs, right?
No. We keep the dino. Kill them after. Actually,
You sure?
I don't know. It's not looking as much fun anymore. Yeah, take him out. Yeah, take him out.
Okay.
Dino's down. It's not fun anymore.
No, Ma, he's my dog.
Besides, I want that horn.
I mean, you see like visible confusion on him. I'm like, What the hell did Bruce just say? Okay.
Or you know, mate, arc 'em up. Except, don't touch the horn. That's mine. Dibs.
Oh, also, quick note: the crowd did cry out in quite amount
Ooh,
of
ooh.
raucous cheering when the guy was impaled. They definitely enjoyed. They definitely enjoyed that.
See, that's why I don't want to. Yeah, it's like I was like, oh, you can't. Okay, I'm gonna retcon a little bit the conversation with, because thank you for the info. I'm like, can't you hear them? They're rooting for the dino. We gotta get this guy and give him a good show. There's 2 more of these. Wait, one of these guys is dead, right? So there's only 1 guy still alive.
Correct.
This guy here is dead.
This guy's the guy that got impaled.
The terror bird is dead or just laying on the ground unconscious.
It appears to be dead.
Okay, well, Bruce gave me instructions, so I will throw my axe at this guy.
Yes, please.
Recklessly.
Okay, you recklessly throw your axe. Make your attack. You have a
Cray's
separate
gonna
attack
love
for
this.
Throwing it. I think throw is an action. So
I'm just turning to facing the crowd with my arms in the air. Are you not entertained? Are you?
that's a.
Is this not why you are here?
Come on, Greg.
I'm just trying to see what you
Sorry.
rolled here. So you rolled damage. It was 8.
Thistle just throws his axe
just
randomly in the
people-
sand.
What's this guy's AC?
Higher than that.
Damn. Okay.
So, I just want to see. Do you have like an actual like action for throwing, as opposed
No.
to just making an attack with it?
I haven't programmed it in.
Just look here. So, action. Let me do a quick Google.
Because I would assume it would be like a d20 plus my dexterity, plus my proficiency.
I think I found the right spot. Okay. Weapons. I know there's a mechanic for throwing your melee. Just want to find the right one. Not saving throws. It's under the weapon itself. Redux, one word.
Yes, it
It
is.
is one word.
I think it is, yeah.
Redux. Thrown. If a weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon and make a ranged attack. The weapon is use the same ability modifier for the attack and damage rolls you use for a melee weapon. Okay, so I don't think your great axe has the thrown property.
It does currently
Oh, does it?
because of the enchantment.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, yeah, you sent me this. I did not read that part apparently.
Magic infuses one weapon of your choice.
Gains the light and thrown property. Okay, with a normal range of 20 feet. Okay. Team. Okay, so how to throw it though? You throw it to make ranged attack. Yeah, I guess it's just the same as. Yeah, okay. So it's the same as making a regular attack. In this case.
I still whiffed.
Yeah, you still whiffed. However, did it have to hit to do the thing that we think that I know it does? Okay.
Just at the end of the turn.
Yeah. Okay. You throw your axe and it falls into the sand on the other side of the dude you were aiming at. He seems a little bit concerned by the fact that this axe just went flying by him. It was pretty clear you were throwing it at him.
I yelled, "Sorry!" And then I hold my hand out. The axe disappears in like this puff of green smoke and reappears back in my hand.
Okay. With that ends your turn then.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Bruce, you just saw Thistle throw an axe and have it mysteriously reappear in his hand.
Oh.
This is not something you've seen Thistle do before.
So wait, he threw it away and then it rematerialized?
It rematerialized in his hand. In a puff of green smoke.
Does that seem like so? Oh, the greens. Okay, so the green smoke I can connect because it's covered. It's got green like hair wrapped around it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Bruce is gonna make just an educated guess that those things are related, and he goes like, and he's just kind of like looking at this as like, right on, mate.
Glowing green weapon, glowing green hair. Green puff
Right,
of
I'm
smoke.
gonna try to come over there on this Sheila again. So here we go, back on its back and animal handling. Let's.
Oh, you're trying to mount it again?
I'm gonna try to mount it, and then while mounting it, I'm gonna attempt to gore this guy. Yep, animal handling and athletics check like before.
Yeah, athletics first.
So I still think the dirty 20 should have gotten better. Nat 20 this time.
Nat 20. You managed to get on it quite adeptly, and kind of find.
Thistle just watches as I expertly mount this animal that he's never seen. We're trading.
So you may now make your animal handling check at advantage.
Woo! All right, let's go. 17 plus animal handling plus 5, 22.
Okay, you've got yourself nestled into a pretty comfortable position behind the frill. You know, you've got your legs on either side of the creature's neck and a good firm grip on his
I'm getting comfy.
His frill.
Right, righto, mate. Check this. I don't have enough time to move the thing, like to attempt to trample the guy in front of me, do I?
No, that would be another action.
Okay, next turn.
But you got a pretty good grip on him. Good start.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's just as a little bit of flavor. I'll just sort of I'll pat him on the shoulder to sort of reassure. Oh, that's a girl. That's a good girl. Let's give him a good show, all right?
So as you do, it's going to make a saving throw, but a nat 1 is not going to help him at all. You are a little busy. You know, although you was very skilled, you're a little busy and focused.
Oh yes, I'm preoccupied with the dino.
You notice that the guy on the other side of the dinosaur disappears, but you didn't see how. You don't see where he goes. He's just suddenly gone.
Oh yeah, mate. The bloke just buggered off.
Let's see. Calva, give me a perception check.
One of these days I'll get this.
Oh, actually, at disadvantage because of your
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh shit.
Could we just write in that Calva's half blind? There we go. But it's disadvantage.
The disadvantage ruins your nat 20. Well, even if it was a straight roll, you wouldn't have seen that. Anyway, no, you don't notice anything going on.
Despite the fact that I'm being pulled.
Did you see Jim? Did you see Bruce climb on the back of a dino?
No, he's distracted enough that he doesn't see that either.
Okay. You had to roll a 3. Come on, man.
But that does bring us all the way to Calva's turn. And Calva, give me a strength save. Or athletics save. So it's
Athletics.
any different?
I don't know. What's the saving throws? I don't know. Saving throw, I guess. Athletics would be dex, and strength is strength.
Well, athletics. Yeah, well, athletics is strength based, but.
Okay, so they're both strength. And it's a saving throw.
Yeah.
Come on. An 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you managed to resist being pulled any closer into the hole. You're still prone. There's still a rope around your leg, and they're tugging hard, but they're not managing to drag you in. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
First, Bob down there, or fucking Christ, Jim. He's just gonna get up from being prone, and then like tap the guy on the shoulder, pulling the rope. Be like, hey, what are you doing?
Wait, does it see the guy, or is the rope being pulled from below?
He's down below with the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Jim
already
is
okay.
down. Yeah. Jim's
Oh, you're
already down.
underneath
He tried to
the,
bite, but he missed. Yeah.
Jim is, or yeah, Jim is.
Yeah.
I'm still up top, but Jim flew down.
Yeah. So, give me an intimidation roll for Jim.
Intimidation, I believe, is charisma.
Is charisma like -2 or something?
The imp has a +2 on charisma.
Ooh. Eh.
Yeah.
The dude is clearly startled, but not enough to cause him to lose his grip on the rope. But he cries out and gets the attention of the other guy.
Jim will bite the rope. Attempt to cut it.
Where exactly is he going to bite the rope?
He'll move. Is the top of the hatch far? Because he got up from prone, so I would assume that would be like half his movement.
No, yeah, he would have been basically. So it's not really visible on the map, but basically, there's two guys in front of Jim. Jim is behind the rear guy.
Okay, can he get up to like where the hatch meets the ground?
He could, but he would have to move out of melee range of the guys.
All right, he'll just bite the rope like base. You know what? He's gonna bite his hand and try and get him to lose grip.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit.
23.
Yeah. Roll damage.
3. And then the poison.
And he definitely failed his con save.
14 poison damage. Holy fuck.
14. Oh yeah. The guy grabs his hand, lets go of the rope, and screams as his hand seems to be on fire. He straight up passes out from the pain, from the poison. You're not sure. But the other guy is still hanging on the rope, but is clearly aware of Jim.
All right.
He's going to. I don't think Jim can do anything else. It's still Calva's turn though. So.
Jim can't do anything else. I think I don't know if I can really do. I guess I'll try. Am I able to try and Eldritch Blast the rope while still holding on to my pick with one hand? I think I should be able to.
Likely. I think you only need one hand to cast an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Helps if I search in the right bar. Search bar.
Because my focus is the bracelet I have.
Let's see. We have verbal and somatic. Whirl beam of crackling energy. Yeah, I'd say you only need one free hand.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and Eldritch Blast the rope.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
A very precise Eldritch Blast.
I haven't
Don't
been
get in
good
that
at
one.
those in the past.
Surgical
Yeah, well, you
precision.
might still hit the rope, but you'll just might hit the rope where it's attached to your foot.
Come on.
You twist your finger sideways. That's the kill shot.
21.
Here we
21. Yeah, you managed to Eldritch Blast the rope. The rope breaks. And the guy next to Jim, who's tugging on the rope, falls prone next to Jim.
Jim laughs.
So that's your action. You're still prone,
Yeah.
but you no longer have your leg being tugged on.
Sweet. And I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. Yeah, so the guy that fell down next to Jim is going to stand up, and he's going to attempt to stab Jim with a spear. I think a 21 is probably going to hit.
Yeah.
Jim is going to take 8 piercing damage. But I believe he's resistant to pierce.
He is resistant to pierce. I'm trying to see something else here because one of my invocations. When investment in Chain Master, you can use a reaction to grant resistance against that damage. Well, I guess he already has resistance, so it wouldn't do anything. Okay, so yeah, so it'd be 4 damage to Jim then?
Yes.
Okay. Still alive.
Okay. This brings us to the strike. Say it again, Oz.
I didn't say anything.
No, the name of the dinosaur that I'm trying to start.
Styracosaurus?
Styracosaurus.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say strike something.
Styracosaurus is something very different. Styraco, yeah, the Styraco. Yeah.
Yeah, my tongue just doesn't want, like, you start with sty and it wants to say rafoam, or if I want to say a
You just call it a racco.
Yeah, anyway. So, it's none too pleased with
Except Bruce doesn't know anything about dinosaurs, so he just calls it a rhino.
Yeah. Mine, this is a weird rhino. But it's clearly got a horn like a rhino. And this horn does still have a body impaled on it.
Yeah, I know. A hood ornament. I said that was in character. It's got a hood ornament.
Yeah, that's still there. That hasn't had a chance to fall off yet. Okay, so he's going to make an attempt to remove you. However, it's going to be a disadvantage because you did an awfully good mount.
He loves me.
I wouldn't say he loves
No.
you.
I'm treating her as well as I can, but
Yeah, his roll of 5 is not going to be enough to toss you off. But that's
That's
not
all right,
going
that's all right.
to.
we're gonna put on a good show for him, right?
Yeah, it's not going to stop him from attacking. But the only target around at this point is Thistle. So he is going to attempt to gore Thistle.
Alright.
And
As a reaction, can I just yell at Thistle? It's like, watch out, mate! I don't have full control of him yet.
You can call out in that way.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to wrestle him in, but he's still got a mind of his own.
I'm pretty sure 17 is going to hit you, Thistle.
Is that with or without advantage? Because I recklessly attacked, he has advantage.
Oh, he has advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I forgot about that.
Just to be fair.
Even with advantage, it is still only a 17.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Okay. You are going to take... eight piercing damage.
Reduced down to 4, right?
Because that's from your rage, right? You take less, you become resistant to pierce.
Piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
So yes, you will take reduced down to 4. Thistle, it's your turn. Bruce is riding on this creature that just stabbed you with its big old horn. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, to see if he even comprehends what Bruce is trying to do. Okay, so it's at least a 20.
Okay.
Might
Anyway,
be not 20.
Regardless, okay. You definitely have no. Just dirty 20 is twice.
The 20 or the 20?
Yeah, you understand that Bruce is not controlling this creature, and it's clearly not under control and is attacking.
I'm trying to, but I'm not there yet.
Bottom line, you have no reason to blame Bruce for that attack.
Right. I have
You
all
could have
the
rolled
reason to
really
blame
badly and
Bruce.
thought Bruce did that on purpose.
Bruce has made it clear now. Bruce is saying, like, let's give him a show. Let's give him a show. We got to get the crowd on the side.
So,
So it is your
if you
turn
could,
now, Thistle.
if you could audibly hear the eye roll in the stands, you would. And just, fine. So what I will do is,
This is annoyed that
My-
Bruce can't take this seriously.
yeah.
Thistle is annoyed that Bruce can't take this seriously. Just let me reiterate that.
So
Thistle. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I move through its threat without leaving it? So if I move to here with my movement,
Yes.
I haven't left its threat, correct?
Yeah. Yes, you can do that.
Okay. And then I'll turn down to this guy and just, say to him very politely, go, my friend is choosing for you to die.
Apologies, but that guy is not actually there. You don't know where he went, but he is no longer there.
And then he
You're
turns around
certain
and
he was
goes,
there a moment ago.
he goes, well, shit. All right. So how I position this then is I rolled through his legs, or I run underneath and dodge his legs. I come out to the other end. I look up at the crowd. I lift my axe up high. I throw it into the crowd, and I yell, "Are you not entertained?"
Okay, give me a roll to hit.
Performance check. No, please don't make him do that.
17. Your act. Roll damage, please.
Oh shit!
5. Your axe flies into the crowd, severing the arm of a patron.
Oh,
Give me a dexterity save.
little
That's
bloody
wisdom.
arrows being fired right back at you, mate.
You hit the wrong button. That's wisdom, not vex.
Oh, my apology.
Is none of the crowd entertained by someone randomly losing an arm?
Even worse.
There is a mix of screams of excitement and horror.
Mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. Okay. Thistle 6 out of 10.
The closer to the person who was wounded, the more the screams seem to be of horror. As it gets further away, they're a little more excited.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. It'll grow back. I swear.
So some random woman just starts screaming, obscenities at you. He's a good boy. He didn't do nothing.
Well, the axe appears back in my hand, and I turn back to Bruce. We done fucked up.
We? Oh, what's this we you're talking about, mate?
This is will we?
I said give them a show, not bring them into the show.
Instructions unclear.
Right, fair.
Luckily, you
Fair go,
are. Luckily, you are resistant to pierce because you're going to take half of 26 piercing damage.
Ah!
Several arrows hit you from several
Oh,
directions.
shit. This
So
one's
that's gonna be
definitely not my
13
fault.
13 piercing damage. And
Okay.
your foot seems to be grabbed by something. And give me an athletics check.
I have advantage on that because of my rage.
Yes, you will have advantage.
Oh, my apology. I have advantage on dex. Advantage on dex against effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay, but you don't have advantage on strength?
Oh, no, I mean for the original dex save you had me roll.
Yeah, you didn't really see it. It was came out of,
It's buried in sand.
basically, yeah, arrows from various directions that you didn't see. Yeah, it was too fast and too discreet. But strength, I'll definitely let you have your advantage. 10. Okay, that's not going to be good enough.
Wow.
Fall prone and are dragged across the sand.
Oh, no.
Falling into.
Was he pulled under?
You fall in. You disappear under the sand. From Bruce's perspective. Bruce, give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. My screen's not very happy. Yeah.
Uh, 16. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be good enough. So you notice a small hatch open and a rope get lassoed around Thistle's foot as he's pulled into the hatch and disappears below the sand.
Oh, darn. It's like I'm next. Can I not react to... Okay.
Thistle, you find yourself prone in a small dark cell, and you are being held down by two individuals.
So now I'm...
Hi there, friends.
So now I'm in an arena alone on the back of a Styracosaur with Calva.
Calva's
The only other...
way. Yeah, he's not tied up by a rope anymore, and he's not. So yeah, it's you, the Styracosaurus, the downed terror bird that appears to be dead,
It appears to be dead.
and Calva.
I was going to attempt to gore it, but I have a very specific movement attempt here. So I am going to attempt to rise the crowd with hopefully a performance check of some sort, and then guide the Styraco toward the gate that we got let in with, and pick up Calva on the way. That would be the next turn when I'd grab Calva and throw him on the back of the thing. But for now, I'm gonna try to get the crowd on my side, put on a show, and then attempt to get the Styraco to move toward where we entered.
Okay, so you're already on it, so you're not going to need a strength check at this
Right.
point. We're going to start with an animal handling check.
Okay. And I am going to use my inspiration to re-roll one of these if they're bad. So
you don't have to declare that until after.
I know, but I really want one of these to work. So animal handling first, see if the Styraco even does anything for me.
Yeah.
No.
So an 11 is not going to succeed. So
Not
if you
really.
want to use your inspiration, now's a good time.
Well, no, I need. It's very important that I get the crowd on my side. Like, there's got to be a charisma. It's like, hey, we are putting on a show. We are the show.
You're gonna have to convince the creature underneath you to play along first, I think.
Okay, not even the fact that I'm riding a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like if you, my point, all I'm saying is, if you want to roll your performance check, you will lose the opportunity to re-roll your animal handling check if you roll your performance check first.
Yes, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so
Well, I understand that. Yeah, it is more important that I raise my arms and I try to get the crowd to say like, "Hey, we're doing a thing."
Okay,
then
go ahead and make a performance check.
Hopefully, I was hoping it would move, but if it's just continuing to stand there and do its own thing and not buck me off, then that's fine enough. Performance, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead
let's
and,
see. I'm trying to get the crowd on my side here. That's already a 19. Plus my performance. So 21?
Yeah, so yeah, that's a 21. Okay, so
I will not be able to reroll
while the creature is not responding to your attempted direction, you aren't having too much trouble hanging on as it's trying to thrash about and try and buck you off, and you're able to kind of make a bit of a show of it too. So basically, how would you, with that 21, how would you be showing off as you basically hang on to the back like a bull rider in a rodeo?
Yes, so I'm kind of like holding on.
Add some performative flair to that.
Yeah, I'm holding on to its frill with one hand, and I got the other hand in the air with my knife held high above my head. Going like right out, like I'm pumping my fist as like trying to get the crowd to chant with me, and well, suddenly I'm like trying to kick the thing in the flank, but my feet don't quite reach, so it doesn't quite move, but I try to make the most of it. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. We'll just pretend it's doing what I want. And so I'm just like, I'm making this big show. It's like, yeah, this is my ass. Yeah, we're gonna put on a good show for you. So I'm like pumping my fist in the air, looking at the crowd, and seeing if there's any response from them.
The crowd does react quite positively. They are cheering. A number of people are standing and pumping their arms in the air. They can't quite make out what you're saying just because everything is loud, but the crowd is clearly pumped and excited to see someone riding this creature.
I guess that's it. I can't do anything else. I've used I failed to move the thing, so yeah, I just continue to do this and hope that Calva kind of picks up what I'm trying to do. He wouldn't know though that I'm attempting to use this thing to crash the gate down. Get out.
Okay, Calva, give me a. Yeah, we're gonna call it another perception check.
God damn it. Ah!
That
You're
one.
kidding me.
0.
Yeah, you get some some in the kerfuffle, some of the sand from the arena is kicked up, and you get a piece of it in your eye. It's really irritating. You're gonna have disadvantage on anything basically involving your eyesight. Next, let's call it 3 rounds.
So I'm assuming I didn't see Thistle get dragged into a hatch.
No, yeah, you definitely did not see that, especially with the scene.
Ugh.
In fact, because you got sand, you can't even tell that this is suddenly gone, as far as you're aware, on the other side of the Styraco.
Okay. Well, Jim, I'm just gonna tell Jim you're gonna have to be my eyes. And he's gonna go invisible and try to fly back out the hatch.
Okay, so while Jim is invisible, the hatch closed when the rope was broken and the guy fell. The hatch slammed shut.
Okay.
So Jim is currently trapped in a cage with the guy. The hatch is directly above him, though.
There's no like tunnel system. It's just a one room.
Yeah, he's basically there's a door, but he's in a closed room.
Okay.
Approximately 5 by 10. And then the other guy that the one guy he bit on the hand, is basically foamy at the mouth and dead. And the other guy is prone where he fell after the rope broke.
All right. So like when he's in a cage down there, like can he just like slip through the bars over to the door, or does he? Like, is he small enough for that, or are the bars?
He's tiny. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he is tiny. He would be able to just slip through the bars. There seems to be.
He's gonna slip through the bars, and then get over to the door and go invisible, turn into a rat and try and get under the door.
Okay. So anyway, so the cage is about 5 by 10. But he's in like a much larger room. With a number of different cages.
Okay.
So, and there's a bustle of people moving around the cages and.
Okay, so there's more people around.
Yeah, it's a rather busy area that Bob can now see.
All right, scratch that then. I thought it was just a single room with just those two in it.
Yeah, the cage itself was a single room with them, but like they were bars that were, like prison cell like bars cage. But Bob being small enough and invisible, it just slipped through them.
All right. Instead, I'll just Calva will just snap his finger and unsummon him, and then summon him back up top, which will be his action.
Okay. So yeah, he's back with you.
Then I guess I still have my movement. Even I'm blind. Can I still see where Bruce is? Like, do I see him on the dinosaur or no?
You'd see me on. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, even with like it's pretty big and obvious. Even though your eyes are irritated, you can clearly see that Bruce is on top of the Styraco.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is the same height that I am.
I'm gonna go walk over, and I'm actually just gonna stand on this shield that's on the ground. I'm assuming there's actually a shield on the ground.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna yell over at Bruce and say, "Check your ankles for a rope."
Right. Do I do that?
And that'll be my turn.
Bruce, you can tell there's currently no ropes around your ankles.
Okay, quick check. But I'm about to prepare for this thing to either buck me off or stand there stupidly. So,
Okay, so let's see.
although
what
this thing
sort
only
of-
has one, there's only one entity in its field of vision, and that's Calva.
this is true.
Luckily, you're standing in the direction I want to take this thing. So, thanks for being the bait, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, what was your animal handling was 11. It just rolled a 16 to attempt to buck you off. Give me a strength save, Bruce.
All right. Come on. Nope.
That's not gonna work.
Oh,
Sorry, Bruce.
fall
Your ride is over. You fall off to the side of the creature. And
How am I gonna break us out of here?
but it was facing, you're probably right about it facing Calva. Luckily, Calva isn't 5 feet further away. I am going to roll dice to decide. Let's see. Calva, your odds.
Oh god.
Sorry, Bruce. You rolled evens. So,
Alright.
seeing as you are on the ground next to him, it's
See,
not
I
very-
think I'm not sure. I guess a minute might have passed, but is Sanctuary gone?
A minute is 10 rounds, so
I've only gone
you're correct.
4
That would
times.
be so he would have to do a wisdom save first.
I might just put the target back on me, but
But he
Yeah, but-
fails his wisdom save for
But I
sure.
have a reaction to that.
So he is instead going to go after Calva. Bruce, you are prone, so you're not going to be able to make an attack of opportunity as
Nope.
this thing moves out of your melee range
That's
and
fine.
approaches Calva. Luckily, Calva, you're too close for it to use its charge attack on you,
thank God.
but it is still going to attempt to gore you with its horn, and I think it is a dirty 20. Let me double check.
Oh God.
All right.
That's a dirty 20.
Within
I'm
5
pretty sure
feet of me. Never mind. I'm too far away from you. Damn it. I had my reaction ready, but I'm too far away.
Calva, you take 13 piercing damage.
Mm,
He still has a guy impaled on his horn, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
oh, 13.
Does he have 2 guys now?
Are you still alive, Calva?
I have 5 health left.
Well, he almost had a thistle.
Okay. Thistle. You
Yes.
are being restrained by 2 individuals. You would still be raging.
Uh-huh.
How would you like to react to this? So you're currently prone and grappled by 2 individuals.
Prone and grappled, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna look at them and be like, can I help you two?
You're just engaging in conversation with them? Or are you just commenting before smacking? Or attempting?
I'm commenting before I smack them. I'm looking to see, are they... Okay, so out of character again. What I'm looking for is to see if it says, like, Coliseums are us maintenance crew.
Okay, give me an insight check.
Okay.
Thistle famously great for his insight.
Hey.
14. Okay. So yeah, these individuals appear to be, some form of, I don't know. They're very guard-like, and they are actually wearing more than just rags.
Okay.
They're pretty buff, and they appear to be trying to restrain you, as opposed to killing you.
Let me back out there. There's a dinosaur up there, and my friend's riding it, and I think my other friend's there too. And he has another friend. Let me back out. And I will try to force my way back up.
Okay. Give me a athletics check at disadvantage to attempt to break the grapple.
So, straight because of my rage?
Yes. Disadvantage because there's two of them, straight because of your rage. 21. You do manage to break free of the grapple, and you can use half your movement to get to your feet.
Yeah, I'm getting to my feet, and man, I don't have my conscience here. Sorry, Bruce. I'm sorry, everyone. I guess we're no longer welcome in town because the first guard who is holding me down is going to lose an arm.
That's the second arm you've taken today.
I'm the Arminator.
Do you have something that lets your grapple be a bonus action, or otherwise your grapple break would be your action?
Yeah, no. So I broke the grapple as my action, and I'm using half my movement to stand up, and I'm taking a defensive action next to them, like, hey, get the fuck away from me. No touchies.
Okay, yeah. Someone from outside the cage calls out to you, is like, do you know how expensive these dinosaurs are? You don't have an opportunity to respond at this moment.
Yeah, what's money?
The wrong person to tell that to.
Okay,
Thistle would just answer yes.
Okay, Bruce, you are on the ground. You're a little more than 5 feet away from the
fun's over.
Aarakocra. And it appears to be trying to maul Calva to death.
Yeah, the fun's over.
What are you gonna do about that?
I'm running up. This is the second time I've tried. It's like, oh, she's just fucking around. I'm just gonna take my knife and just stab her right in the throat. Just run right up to her and stab her in the throat.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make an attack.
As I do that, as a bonus action, can I look around and can I find any broken anything to pick up as a offhand?
There
A
would
very
be,
quick grab.
There would be a couple of broken spears around.
Right, I'll grab a broken spearhead with my left hand on my way as I'm running by. Just anything.
Okay. So just to pick it up, that's going to be a bonus action.
Yes.
Basically find it picking up.
That's what I was asking to see if I could do that.
The tip is already broken off of it. But
well,
yeah,
the tip is what I was hoping to grab, but I guess you pick what I grab. It's just whatever's quick.
Well, I assume you're making your attack with a knife, or are you looking to make your
Yes,
attack with
if it hits, then my knife's secondary ability, Nick, can come into effect if I'm holding an offhand weapon, and I'm proficient with improvised weaponry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're able to grab, I guess. Yeah, no, the way the tip's broken, like the tips are useless, but the spear shafts are still, they're still,
Okay.
shafts with a broken end. Like they can still stab, but they won't do as much damage.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just a little bonus.
So, Yeah. Okay. So you have a broken spear in your offhand.
Yep.
And because even though Calva was nearly impaled, you are still flanking with Calva, so you have advantage on her.
On the attack?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, let's go. $19.
Yeah, 19 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Six piercing damage.
6 piercing damage, yep.
Okay.
And then just reading
what
Nick
is your-
here,
what is your
when you
Nick
make a light extra attack, so I'm going to make an extra attack, a light attack with the offhand with the broken spear. It is part of the attack action instead of a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
The dagger gives me that advantage.
Okay, go ahead and attack with the broken spear.
I guess I'll just do a roll.
If you're proficient with improvised weapons, you can add your attack modifier
Oh, yeah, that's right.
to it as well. You won't have advantage on this one.
No.
But a nat 20 is going to do it.
Yep.
You
Nice.
stick this, even though it's mostly blunted, it's still splintery at the end, and your nat 20 sticks it right in the eye. Roll a spear. I'm going to say
Hit a
roll a
violent.
d8. D8 plus 1 will be your spear damage, and double the roll. Double the d8 roll.
Okay.
Okay, so 3
So
plus
6
3
plus
is
1
6,
was it?
plus 1 is 7. You do 7
So 13 total.
bludgeoning damage directly to the eye. Yeah, I already subtracted the first attack. Okay, so an additional 7. Yeah, the creature is severely wounded and its eyesight has been affected by your attack. It is very unlikely to be calm. And because you were warned and you just rolled a nat 20, even though it's unrelated to this, you notice to your right a small hatch opens from under the sand, and someone is attempting to throw a rope around your ankle, lasso
Yep.
cowboy style. Give me a dex save. Cue Jeopardy music.
Do, 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 do.
Wait, no, well, Jeopardy music from everyone else. You're the one who's got to do the dex save.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I actually didn't hear you say to do a dex save. My apologies.
Oh, fair. Yeah, do a dex save.
All right, it's my best save. Let's see how it goes.
15. You managed to dodge the lasso as it attempts to grab you. The hatch slams shut as the rope is withdrawn.
Didn't make it.
That brings us to
Nobody.
Calva. Calva, you just got gored pretty good by that big old horn. What are you going to do about that?
All right, I am going to. So did I see Bruce get him in the eye? Like which eye
Yeah,
it was?
that was very obvious. Yeah, you definitely saw Bruce stab him in the eye. It was very obvious.
All right. I'm gonna have Jim fly up to the other eye and bite it.
Okay, roll to attack.
Uh, 10.
10 is not going to cut it. Jim is swatted away by one of the horns as the creature thrashes about.
All right. Well, then I'll do an Eldritch Blast and try to aim it at his face in general, and hopefully hit the other eye.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's +5 as well. Yeah. That's 7.
Your Eldritch Blast is not very accurate. Even though it's right in front of you. I don't know how you missed, but you managed. Yeah, I guess the creature
Right.
kind of just, as it's thrashing about, shoves you a little bit and causes you to miss your attack.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Well.
Oh, okay. You aren't sure why, but the creature's movements appear to suddenly be more sluggish. And the sand around its feet seems to be draining. It seems to be like flowing into like some kind of crack.
Am I able just to call it out and let Bruce know?
Yes.
Do I have that much left on my turn?
You'd be able to call it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The creature starts to stumble, and waggle around. He kind of just waggles around and he seems to be sinking into the sand as a gap opens up below him. The creature is not able to resist, and is kind of slowly lowered underneath the sand. And a couple of you guys are able to see that two wooden doors close over it as the creature basically just disappears below the floor. And you find yourselves surrounded by several heavily armed guards. I don't have tokens for. But these guys are much meaner, beefier looking than the guys that were fighting the dinosaurs.
Boy.
They appear to have very shiny and sharp swords and large shields. It doesn't take an insight check to see that the two of you are very outmatched.
Can
Well, the
I
crowd
see
loves us,
to
but it
where
doesn't
I
look.
am?
You're not part of this, right? You're under.
We'll get to you in a second, Thistle.
Okay.
So
Well, the crowd loves us, Calva, but doesn't look like the arena stuff, dude.
Don't blame them. We did a number on their shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to well, depending on what Bruce and Calva do next, I'm going to temporarily suspend combat. So Thistle will come back to you in just a moment. Bruce and Calva, how are you going to react to being surrounded by
Right.
overwhelming force?
Right. So, Calva, where's Jimbo at?
I don't think he's invisible at the moment, but I would like for him to go invisible and fuck off into the sky.
Where is he?
Okay.
That's where
Yeah,
he is.
that's definitely something. If he wasn't already invisible, he definitely could
Yeah, okay.
do exactly that.
So I'm just gonna say, he's good. He's safe. He's out of here.
Actually, give me a perception check from Jim as well, as he flies up.
Jim, perception is wisdom. Oh, he's wiser than me. A 5.
Nah, not wise. Not wise enough to notice a thing that I thought he might notice. So yeah, no, you. He's gotten himself away to safety. But yeah, what are you and
Okay,
Bruce gonna do?
Okay, so I ask him again. It's like, hey, where's Jim?
Like, he's off. He's good. We should probably not fight these guys.
Has he found a way out?
Yeah.
Because I reckon we better scarp it like a wetback and a Saigon bender.
Oh, the way he went, we can't go. We're kind of trapped here.
But I saw Thistle get dragged down. I reckon there's something under here.
Yeah, there is. I almost got dragged down.
Where's the closest hatch?
Probably.
Well, the most obvious one right now is the one that. Yeah, the most obvious one is the one that the Styracosaurus just disappeared into, but it's also closed now.
Yeah, we're being. Are we surrounded?
Sorry, Kael and Crom. I will be coming back to you guys. I meant to cut back to you sooner, but. But yeah,
Are we surrounded?
Yeah, you're surrounded. So let's actually smash cut away from that now. Let's take a very short bio break, and when we come back, we'll catch up with Kael and Crom.
I'll be right back.
Okay. By the way, I hope Seb has not been felt too left out. Listening in. No response.
No response.
Yeah, unfortunately, when the party is split and half is in combat and half isn't, so then you end up with different time flows.
Yeah, because we've been actually only in here for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, thereabouts. So, oh my God, Thistle's gonna die so fast.
I don't know where you are because I'm trying to. I was trying to get the crowd on our side so that they would. So there were 3 strategies. Number one was get the crowd on our side because I can probably tame a dino. I don't know what it is, but whatever. It's an animal. I can tame it. And then and if the crowd is on our side, then I figure whoever's running this show will see that the people who are paying want these guys to win. That didn't work. So then I thought all right, let's just try to get on this thing. I was going to use this to bash the door down and charge ram our way out of it. And I was going to pick up Thistle originally. I was going to try to do a grab and throw you on the back of the Styraco while I ran by or while I charged by, but I couldn't wrangle the thing. So I'm like, fuck, I just killed the thing. And it's gone now, so I don't get that horn. I want that horn.
No, it's just you leave Thistle alone and you expect him to make good decisions, and well, he doesn't.
I didn't leave Thistle alone. He was taken away.
Thistle jumping into the action even before he notices that it's his friends in the fight fits his character.
It's the most Thistle thing ever. Thistle's like, I'm bored. I'm too far away.
Oh yeah, because he's like, wait, whoa. There's a fight pit, and I wasn't invited. I must fix this.
No, it gave me some good time to do some, background listening as to what's going on, even though in character I have no idea what's actually going on.
Yeah.
and got me some time to think about how the conservatives want to bring back plastic straws, and that sounds kind of cool.
Wait, you think about it, or you just
fuck the
read the
turtle.
passage?
But so did the liberals. They don't care.
Yeah.
No, they want those
It's-
shitty paper straws.
No,
The-
they no,
the-
they're
They do. They want the shitty paper straws, and the conservatives want the awesome turtle killing
I
straws.
don't think Carney's campaigning for paper straws. That was a Trudeau thing. It's not.
Yeah.
I'll say Carney right now just doesn't.
You know-
He's
The paper straws I can handle. It's the fucking paper spoons that I'm really getting tired.
Oh my god.
you mean
are those
forks?
real?
Yes, I have to eat my Timmy's chili with a paper spoon.
All right, I'm back.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Jeez.
I very much agree that Carney is better than Trudeau, but
Yeah.
I don't want another Liberal government.
No.
I failed to
I don't
check when I was
There's a majority.
sorry.
Well, we're not going to get a majority government either way, I don't think. But
No, I don't think so either.
I would prefer a conservative prime minister right now.
just for a change up.
And yeah, well, he got you with his catchphrase. Did you watch the debate last night?
No.
Yeah, he added "for a change." Like for the first half of the debate, he was adding the words "for a change" just to the end of every fucking answer. And then, like
Oh.
halfway through, I was disappointed that he dropped that.
It's branding. Oh, he dropped. Yeah. Well, it's not
But-
part of his
but then-
usual branding.
Then he brought it back with his closing statement, which he ended with "for a change."
Yeah. Honestly, like all, I will be voting Liberal, but like if the conservatives had somebody else leading them, I'd probably vote for them because I do not like that
Well,
guy.
remember, you can't vote for Carney or Polyev in your riding, so.
Well, true, but
Yeah,
which is true.
But you can vote for your
Party.
local representative that will or will not keep them in power if they are not confident with their leadership.
And I'll be honest, Ryan Williams is a big dick. So,
we're
I mean,
going
like,
to. What did you say about my dick? No, I'm just kidding. So looking desperately trying to switch the conversation of our live stream off of politics. Looking around this arena. Looking around this arena, at no point in time did I attempt to make notice of the very obvious throne that is sitting there, and it had not entered the story. So, I mean, I would have hoped that if the throne was relevant, that when I was attempting to make a show, Alex would have said something. But
So this is just a generic map that I kind of pulled up, and maybe it's relevant, maybe it's not. And at the moment, it's not entirely relevant.
at the moment, yeah, but it wasn't part of our story, so it's fine.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It may
Like,
have
if
become
it was
relevant.
relevant, I'm sure as Bruce was looking around, you might have mentioned, like, you do notice on the far end of the that there's a very prominent seat with someone who seems to be making the decisions, because that might have been very important for Bruce to respond to. So.
Yeah, well, potentially if he wasn't, threatened by a giant Styraco trying
This,
to
yeah,
mute him.
this is fair. Yeah, he managed to climb on the thing twice, and get it calmed down, get it like, man, my goodness, this thing took way too many animal handling checks. This thing's on a mission, but that's all right.
You're
It's,
good, but you do not have experience training dinosaurs.
No. And by no means does this thing have any allegiance to me. Like it's.
Yeah,
But hey, at least
I
the
think-
crowd kind of had a bit of fun for a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got their
crowd
horn
does-
chopped off.
That was only one.
Yeah,
only
that
one.
one guy did.
Yeah.
Like I
his
said,
wife probably
Thistle's
didn't have
performance
fun.
was met with mixed reviews.
Yeah,
It's an immersive experience, guys.
An immersive experience. The Thistle show.
And-
I just like how Thistle, and yes, it is completely in character for Thistle, was like, give him a little bit of show. Okay. Proceeds to throw axe into the audience.
It's like
Okay,
you're
so do we
burning a
have,
rose out there.
Do we have everyone back? Do we have Kael
I
and
think so.
Crom?
Spencer, you here?
I'm back.
Okay,
Yep, I'm here.
we're here.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's cut back to Crom. You are wandering around the
Ooh, the party left
market?
chips and dip.
would you,
Oh, nice.
How do you want to proceed?
I want to find my friend.
Okay, give me an investigation check. At advantage this time because
Ooh.
the crowd seems to have thinned out quite a bit, as you know they seem to have been attracted to something else, something elsewhere. You know, and the sounds from the arena in the background are loud, noticeably louder.
There's something somewhere is happening.
Yeah, something somewhere's happening, and the market is less busy because of it. 19. You do manage to spot a pair of blue wings. You know, as a blue Aarakocra has his back to you and is just dealing with a merchant.
Oh. I shout with my great big ol'
Well, is your
2
modifier
set.
for invest? It should have been an investigation check, not insight. Is it the same modifier?
Insight. Intelligence, you said, right?
No, investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. Wrong I button.
We'll still go with the 18 roll. Oh, that was a flash of lightning. So the 18. So it's a -1 instead of a +1. So a 17, but a 17 is still going to be successful
heard the
enough
thunder.
to find your friend. Yeah, I heard it too. That's one of the things I miss most about the prairies is prairie thunderstorms. They're fun to watch. Not so fun when they're right on top of you, though.
Yeah, no, probably not.
So yeah, you do manage to find your friend.
Cool. Hey, Kael, where were you?
So having finished with the merchants and hearing Crom calling me, I
His melodious voice calling out across the crowd.
walk across the market and join him. I was speaking with one of the merchants about preparing for our journey through the jungle. I picked up some insect repellent, which apparently comes in very handy because the insects around here carry some diseases that we want to avoid.
Oh, that's a good idea. We can't be too careful with jungle predators, Crom says as he breaks the fourth wall.
Turns to look at the camera.
You get an inspiration die for that.
Nice going.
It took me a moment. I didn't quite get it right at the second you said it, but then I put 2 and 2 together. It was the Arnie voice that reminded me. I'm like, oh yeah, Arnie, Predators, Jungle. Get it? I get it. Good enough for an inspiration either way.
Thank you.
So where's everybody else?
They decided to gamble at the arena. I think
Crowd.
I don't know
crowd
after
roars.
that. They didn't want to search for you. I wanted to search because I'm a good friend.
I will pat him on the shoulder and say, I appreciate you looking for me. I didn't realize that I had gotten so separated from the group.
It's okay. Well,
So should we go
back to
find them?
Yeah, let's go back. They're at the arena. Let's go there.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Okay, clippity clap.
Okay, so you guys want to proceed to the arena? Is there any particular way you want to proceed there, or you just want to basically follow the crowd?
Without having an intimate view of the city, we'll just follow the crowd. Or at least I will.
Okay. Kael?
Yeah, I'll stick with Crom and stay by his side as we make our way to the arena.
Okay. Yeah. So while you guys are proceeding to the arena, I'll go back to the other guys briefly. So yeah, Bruce and Calva, you're surrounded by a number of large guards. Yeah, they seem to be approaching you menacingly, although not necessarily looking to attack you directly. What are you gonna do?
Reckon we throw some
You able to pop smoke?
Nope. Not yet. I'm not a rogue. Even though I've been playing my ranger as a rogue, a bard, like whatever it feel like. A druid. The reason I was asking if they're surrounding because there's nowhere to like tuck and run. Like there's no direction to run, right?
Yeah, I think we're pretty boned.
There are no obvious exits.
I am just going to attempt to. Are any of them? Do they all seem like grunts, or do any of them appear to be in charge?
None of them are obvious leaders.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna bluff. I'm just gonna like play dumb and looking around, seeing no means of escape. I'm just gonna straighten up and with a big smile, going, "Well, how was that? How was that, blokes? Did you enjoy the show?"
Give me a. Let's call it performance.
Okay.
It's not quite deception. You're not trying to trick them.
No, I'm just trying to pretend like they were. Oh, did you like our show? Our little put on. Not persuasion, really. Okay.
Well, if you want to try and convince them to do something in particular.
No, yeah, not specifically. I'm just convincing them to sort of let their guard down slightly. Yeah. Or,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you're just trying to endear them to them, then yeah, performance.
16.
Okay. Yeah. So they don't quite they don't back off, but they don't increase like their aggressive posture. One of them just kind of barks out, "Right, let's get moving. Head to the door," and gestures to the cage door on the east where you guys came from.
I figure show's over, right? Well, it was fun while it lasted. Don't have to ask us twice. And I'm gonna say, is there a better way to go? Because me mate here is well, he's been having to go for a while, and you know that all that action, it's kind of got him all backed up. Is there a place he can relieve himself? Calva, that's your cue to do the PP dance.
Can you clarify what you're asking? Sorry, did you say is Calva? You're trying to imply that Calva really needs to pee?
No, I'm implying that Calva needs to take a shit. Like that. That's it. Like it's been a hard day, and our actor needs to be taken care of.
Well, they're continuing to gesture for you to move to the exit. Like there's clearly
we're moving slowly. I'm just talking
take
as
a
we're
shit
walking.
in the arena.
Really?
There's a bucket.
One guard just hands a bucket and says, "Keep moving."
Okay, so you guys are gonna go along with the guards and be ushered out of the arena?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably.
Unless Calva comes up with a great idea that we don't have another option, we gotta pretend to be on their side. As long as we can.
I don't think. Okay. Not yet. No. Once a higher level, we'd have a way, but not right now.
No, we're good.
I mean, I could get myself out of this, but I'm not going to. Can't do the group yet.
Okay, so yeah, so as you guys are ushered to the cage door at the east end of the arena, just as you're exiting, you hear the crowd erupt in a roaring cheer as you turn around and see at the other end of you look over your shoulder, and you see at the other end of the arena, entering the field is a large bipedal, clearly carnivorous dinosaur.
Insert T-Rex roar.
Out of game for Oz, it's an Allosaurus.
Hey!
Yay!
Hey.
Medium-sized carnivore.
But yeah, you guys.
Oh,
you
we're gonna
guys
start a
are
nerd fight. Start a nerd fight in chat. If anybody is doing this, so Saurophaganax, is that a real animal or no?
Wait, what?
Wait, which is what real?
Saurophaganax. So Saurophaganax. There's a
Saurophaganax?
huge argument. So Saurophaganax is known. It's a giant allosaur, and
Oh,
there's
okay.
a huge argument among dino nerds that it's just a giant allosaur. It's not its own thing. Discuss.
Maybe
Not
all the
us. Not
Allosaurs
us. We don't
found-
discuss. Discuss in the comments. Discuss.
Maybe all the Allosaurs we found before were just, younger and maybe not necessarily juvenile, because I know you can tell
Yeah, not
whether
not
it's
younger,
juvenile
just
or
smaller. Yeah.
adult.
Or pygmy. They could be lower
Allosaur-
adapted.
Allosaurus was named first, so it gets to claim the.
Yeah.
It has rights to the naming convention, but yes. In the comments, argue Saurophaganax, does it exist? Anyway, an allosaur enters. A
Yes.
slightly
Um,
larger, about a 12-foot tall biped carnivore. Yep.
Only 5 foot taller than Crom.
I assume that's bigger than the terror bird. I don't know how tall a terror bird
It's
is.
a little bit, a little bit bigger. Probably, it's 10 feet at the hip. An allosaur is about 10 feet at the hip.
Either way, it's clearly a crowd favorite.
They love it.
Yeah. So, but you guys are ushered into the
Oh, we don't get to
into
fight it.
the empty chamber underneath the stands.
As Bruce
Holy
goes
shit.
down, like as he sees it, and we see the allosaur comes in, Bruce turns out is like, "Oh yeah, I want that one," and then the door shut.
Yeah. Okay,
Those
so
lightning.
cutting back to Kael and Crom. You guys follow the crowd, and you see a bunch of people excitedly handing over a few silver pieces to the attendants to get in. How do you want to proceed?
Like, they're
Sure.
handing out money?
No, so you guys are outside the entrance to the arena. You see other patrons are clearly paying a fee to gain entrance to the arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I'll pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ha, bitch! None of us paid.
That's because Crom's a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah. Okay. So you each pay 5 silver pieces, and follow the crowd into the arena. You find some seats. Just as you sit down, just as you're sitting down, the crowd erupts in cheers as an Allosaurus enters from the western side of the arena, and appears to be being joined by a number of smaller humanoids, looking somewhat menacingly towards it. So, out of game, you guys just missed your friends being ushered out of the arena.
Oh, jeez.
And they saw the Allosaurus entering at the same time you guys saw it entering.
I have a very
We did not
sinking
notice each
feeling
other.
in my stomach that Thistle is going to be offered to.
I was going to ask, am I with Calva and Bruce, or am I still with?
No, you are
Oh.
still in the other cage. So yeah, we'll cut back to you
You're in custody.
now. So yeah, so you've been detained. You're in a cage. You're now in this cage by yourself. And an attendant who's appears to be more important than the other people around is giving you the 3rd degree and asking you what the hell you're doing in his cage and in his bestiary, and why the hell are you trying to kill his performers?
Well, I'm not trying to kill them, but I can't help that you hire weak performers. So I'm here to enlighten and delight the crowds to the best of my capabilities. And, if you could just get my captain here, his name is Bruce Langstaff, and I will die on this hill.
Realizing that you think he's talking about the humans in the cage, he's like, I don't give a shit about those convicts. They were supposed to die, but you know how expensive it's going to be weeks before the Terrorbird and Styracosaurus are able to fight again.
To be fair, I didn't hurt your birdie bird and your sore. So I mean, like,
Pointy horse.
your tank wheel rhino horn thing. I didn't touch him. I tried to immortalize one of your convicts. I'm a hero. Thank you for announcing I'm a hero, and he'll start to walk in.
Okay, so he angrily grumbles as he starts to walk away, leaving you locked in the cage for now. There's a couple of guards nearby. We will come back to Calva and Bruce. You've been led out of the arena, and a wealthy-looking individual approaches you and inquires as to what has brought you into his arena.
Well, to tell you the truth, mate, we got a little turned around, but strike me pink. We saw an opportunity to put on a good show, and we always like pleasing the crowd. Me and my mate Calva here, we're the best there is at getting the I don't know. It's like best there is at getting them all. No, I don't know. Whatever.
Getting the crowd riled up and making you some money.
Yeah, it's like getting fought. Yeah, what? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like we're the best there is at getting the crowd hooting in front and coin, right? Yeah. Right, proper bunch of pissheads you got here.
He inquires as to who sent you to sabotage his show.
Oh, it's not the impression I got. Seem to be loving it. Right, but I gotta say, mate, your animals, they're a little rowdier than they should be. I tried calming them down and make it a better show, but they're I do hope your wranglers are treating them well. If you need any pointers on on taking care of the beasts, I'll be happy to help in any way I can.
He explains that the only reason that you're still alive is the fact that the crowd clearly enjoyed your performance attempting to ride the Styraco. And he explains that you're lucky they were able to stabilize the Terrorbird, and the skill of his veterinarians will enable it to make a recovery eventually. But both of these animals are going to be out of commission for weeks, and this is going to cost him an awful lot of money.
Well, how do you think I feel, mate? He ate my dragon. I'm glad he's stable, sure, but I didn't fucking touch your bird, mate. But I will tell you, he ate my dragon.
At the mention of your dragon, he raises an eyebrow and he's like, I did notice that creature, and I was surprised to see that as my Terrorbird tore into it, he didn't leave much of a corpse behind. Would you care to explain the nature behind that?
Well, that's just a thing, mate. I don't totally understand it. Dragons, they got some otherworldly magic about them. But he's my best mate. He always has a right proper attitude around me. His name's Bongo. It'll be a little bit of time before I get him on his feet again as well, much like your bird. But, hey, maybe once he's feeling right in a week or so, I can bring him around, you can meet him.
Intrigued by this prospect, he says, you know, a creature such as that could be quite useful in this business. So I'll tell you what.
Like I said, we're the best at putting on a show. Sorry about your bird, mate. I'm glad it's doing all right. And that, like I said, that other one, I like her, but she's got a right rowdy personality. I think you better get someone new to take care of her for you, so that she's not hurting so bad. Really hoping that he didn't see me stab her. Yeah, really hoping that he didn't see me like directly stab her in the neck, and mostly focused on me riding her and calming her down. Since that is what I did most of the time.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay, well I'm gonna have to roll it twice then. Just kidding. That's already pretty good, but I have a chance at a nat 20 here. No. 21.
21. Yeah, so he is actually intrigued by your proposal. His mood seems to soften. And he says, tell you what, get on your way. Next time, you did put on a pretty convincing performance. Next time, come see me before you decide to interject yourself into one of my shows. And let's see if we can't come to some sort of arrangement that won't result in the animals being so badly harmed.
You seem like a right good cobber there. I appreciate the gesture. We'll should have hit you up next time we're around.
Okay. He is going to give you his name, but I'm not going to make it up.
I figure. I figure contact info will be exchanged.
Yeah. No. So, so I'll come up with something at some point.
And I turn to Calva. It's like, let's just mate. I'm like, so it's that whole thing. Like we're backing away, going outside while smiling at it. It's like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. That's good. Let's get the fuck out of here and never talk to him again.
Yeah. So they do let you go out back. They do let you out the door, the same door that you originally came in. There is no longer any sign of that supposedly sleeping guard. And you exit the arena. Kael and Crom are now in the stands. Yeah. They're now in the stands, able to watch the show. Thistle, after a few moments...
Is there any chance, just as we're leaving, as the guy, can I turn around and just say, I was like, by the way, mate, you seen our little friend? Little crazy guy, don't bother talking to him. But I think he's underneath there somewhere, might have gotten lost. If you can find him, send him our way.
He pauses for a moment and he says, that little hellion is with you as well?
He's more of a mascot,
really.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's what I say. It's like, he's more of a mascot. But he can prove useful. Like I said, don't bother talking to him, though.
Okay. He tells you to wait outside and says your companion will be brought to you shortly. Thistle, you see he was the Beastmaster, was speaking to someone a little further off who appears to be in very wealthy looking clothes. You can't make out what they're seeing, but what they're saying. But shortly after their conversation ends, the Beastmaster gestures to a couple of his thugs and gestures towards you, and they're now rapidly approaching your cage. What are you going to do about that? You are your rage has expired from your fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my rage has expired. My hair has receded back into its normal rolled wild style, and I'm like, cool. That was fun. I will, I'll let them approach the cage. Like, my axe is on my back, and I'm just standing there against the wall. I'll wait for them to open the door and then decide what I will do, because I might have to fight my way out. I might be able to talk my way out.
Okay.
Stellar charisma.
So yeah, the guards approach. They throw open the cage door, and they say, "Right, you're coming with us."
And where am I going?
Don't ask questions. Let's go. And they both they attempt to grab you. One each tries to grab each of your arms.
I'll push one of them, one of them off my arm, and be like, I can walk myself, thank you.
Give me let's just call it an athletics check.
Yeah. Just again to note, I am not threatening. I'm
Yeah, you're just kind of pulling your arm back. These guys are decently strong, but you're deceptively strong for how small you look.
Nice.
You do manage to wrench your arm away from them with quite a bit of strength.
The guard pees a little.
Yeah, the guards are quite surprised. They were not expecting much resistance at all. It's pretty clear that they thought they could just pick you up and drag you out with no trouble, because you're such a little guy.
Sleeper build.
So instead he just kind of gives you a shove from behind and says, "Well, get walking then," and they start directing you towards a door to the east.
Okay. I'm trying to make note of anything else I'm seeing here, so I can tell Calva and Kael when I see them. So,
Okay.
Looking around, I'm actively trying to perceive the number of people down here, what's going on, and any weapons that they might have.
Okay, so as you're being escorted out, you do see it is quite a bustling hive of activity. There's definitely dozens of people running around. Some of them are carrying bundles of weapons. Some of them are carrying pieces of armor. Some of them are just carrying shovels and picks and equipment. You notice over on one side there seems to be. Give me a perception check. Okay, you do notice the Styracosaurus appears to be laying on its side, and there's a number of people around it. You're not sure what they're doing to it.
Okay.
Are you going to attempt to resist being escorted or anything? Or are you just following the direction of the guards?
I'm following direction right now because these guys could. I'm hurt, and these guys could probably keep me hurt.
Yeah, that's a rather wise thought for Thistle. Anyway.
until I see Bruce.
Simple self-preservation.
So yeah, they lead you to a door on the eastern end of the arena. They throw it open, give you one last shove out. You stumble. Actually, give me athletics. Give me a dexterity check as you're shoved from behind. I don't want to assume you fall on your face. You might get a nat 20. 13. Okay, you don't fall on your face. You stumble. You nearly fall, but you manage to stay on your feet. The door slams behind you, and as you look up, there is Bruce and Kael. Sorry, not Kael. Bruce and Calva.
So, I'll turn back to the guards and go, and remember the deal we had. Next time this happens, it will be your armor on the line. And I'll walk over to the other two.
Okay, and with that, I think that's a good place to wrap it up for the evening.
Sounds cool.
So yeah, you survived a rather nasty fight in the arena.
That was a good encounter. Well done.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
wasn't expecting all the ropes and shit too.
Yeah, that was really the ropes, the arrows, the trap doors. The whole,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I was.
wanted a little more. I wanted a little more than just a straight up fight with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was good.
very, very good.
The thing that
I'm not disappointed. I'm just surprised that there wasn't more interference from the crowd. But
from the crowd specifically.
yeah, or from officials in the crowd, or like yeah, it's like I'm not disappointed, just surprised. I thought for sure you'd have the crowd or like something, because you mentioned all the VIPs before, and I thought for sure it'd be like Squid Game style fuckery happening.
There could have been, but I didn't intend for this to be like a multi-session.
This city does exist. We will probably be back here again at some point.
Yeah, I did consider, because I had looked at a few things, and I did consider like, maybe a multi-round tournament style arena thing, but I'm like, you know what, let's, if they want to arrange for something and participate officially, then maybe we can consider that. But for a sneak in, it's going to be a one and done, and let's move on.
Yes.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
especially with a split party.
Remember, Bruce has now gotten a taste of riding a dinosaur, so that's something he's going to be chasing now.
Yeah, you guys were not prepared for round 2 to take on the next.
The Aloe? No. No way.
So,
Animal handling didn't work on a Styraco. Forget the Aloe.
Allosaurus's challenge rating is a little bit higher than this two.
And I know Allosaurus. I think Allosaurus is actually one in the regular Tomb of Annihilation book, right?
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah, I think it's one of the standard ones. I know that because the promo art, because I have, like I said, I have the official soundtrack here. The promo art has Allos and Kylosaurs in it. So
Yeah.
okay, so at least those two are in there. But
Yeah,
nice.
there's about 6 or 7 dinosaurs that are actually naturally part of this this adventure. So
yep. But I very much applaud you on bringing in the Styracosaur. That was a nice choice, because it was a good it's a good medium-sized ceratopsian. It's very formidable, and you didn't even know it has the longest horn, but that is. But the fact that I could show you,
I knew it had a long one. I didn't know it was the longest, but
it is. I
knew it
have to show
was
you the one that I made
small.
at work, because I'm going to send this to you guys to show you what I look at by my desk. This Styracosaur sitting there. Anyway, yes, yeah, I quite like that. The ropes and stuff. See, I kind of figured I didn't. That's why part of the reason that I was trying to get on the things back is I was trying to get out of the sand, because you had mentioned at the very, very beginning the sand was really shifty, right?
yeah. So all those perception checks were happening like as the humans were moving.
Yeah.
But you guys were rolling shit, so you didn't notice
No.
that hidden under the sand, their ankles were chained, and
Right.
you also didn't notice that their weapons were weakened until they started breaking.
until they
Yeah.
just started breaking. Yeah.
So there were a number of opportunities that you guys did not catch.
So to
find
answer
out
Greg's
that, hey,
question way
this-
yes, it is 100% rigged.
Yes, it was rigged in very much in the dinosaurs' favor. The crowd, it is a lot easier to replace, cheap prisoners that get ripped apart by dinosaurs than it is to replace dinosaurs.
Yes.
Dinosaurs are relatively common, but
But not
terror
impressive ones.
Aarakocras, these aren't the most livestock-oriented dinosaurs.
Yeah. Like I say,
I was originally going to looking at going with like a Triceratops or a Stegosaurus, but
that would destroy us.
I'm like, no, these are way too tough.
I was gonna say a
Yeah.
Triceratops is
Chain.
twice the size of a Styracosaur. So.
Exactly, and the challenge rating on a Styracosaurus is 2. The challenge rating on a Triceratops is 5.
The trike is a 5. Oh, jeez, yeah.
Your full party wasn't going to take on a Triceratops.
The trike, yeah. Yeah, no, Styraco is a really good choice. Yeah, I guess the other thing, and if you had gone with like a medium, like a Guanodon, like I was saying, like Camptosaurus, stuff like that, those are beasts of burden, basically. They wouldn't be interesting to a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, Styracosaurus was kind of that in between, right? The Terror Bird was like clearly here's the aggressive fighter, and then the Styracosaur is like, well, okay, it's more of a it's not a peaceful animal, but it is still a herbivore.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be inclined to be more violent than
I'm gonna
a duck
call
builder.
it there on the